What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Baseman, and we are about to go live with the New York Yankees versus the New York Mets. Game 2. Yankees trying to come back in this game after yesterday. It was a real disaster, man. Well, kind of a disaster. We just had a lot of we started out good 2-0, man, right? And then things just fell apart from there. Jordan Montgomery, as usual, didn't really come through, man. I say as usual because he's just all or nothing, that guy. He's just all or nothing. And we always seem to have problems when he's on the mound. He's either going to kick butt or he's not. So here we go. We're setting it off. Going against Max Scherzer, fellas. Going against Max Scherzer. So this doesn't we'll see how this fares. We'll see how this fares, guys. This is no joke. We really needed to win that game yesterday, man. We really needed to win that game yesterday. Versus Taijuan Walker, who has, in his defense, he's really been pitching well for the Mets in DeGrom's absence. So that's what we're dealing with here. No Stanton. Right now, we got no Stanton. We got no Chad Green. We got no Michael King, man. That's not good going into the second half of this season. And those guys are gone for the year. Green and Michael King are gone for the year. So we got a long haul, man. And honestly, the only team that really bothers me about making the World Series this year is the Houston Astros. They just seem to give the Yankees such a problem all the time. I don't get it. By the way, Lou Tawks will be on. He'll be popping in at some point or another because we're in the basement and that's what happens, man. You know, things happen and things go on. So we'll be seeing him. We got DJ starting it off right now. They really got to work the counts against this guy, man. Not a lot of Yankees work counts. But DJ does. DJ usually works counts, man. He had a really horrendous at bat last night against Edwin Diaz, man. He was swinging at everything. That was a little weird. To the wall. Yeah, not even to the wall. Excuse me. Went to the warning track. Here comes Judge. Let's go. Go. Isn't it great, though? Both teams in New York are in first place. We actually have a shot here for the Subway Series, man. That's what's cool. You got to love that. You got to love it. Let's go, Aaron. Come on. Set this game off right. To the warning track again. What we got going on here, I mean, it's a nice sign that they first two batters hit into the warning track. That means, you know, just missing the home run, right? But I want to see Scherzer's count worked. I want to see his pitching count work tonight. They got to make this dude pitch, man, or it's going to be a long night. Because the Mets bullpen is honestly, they're hurting too. Mets bullpen is hurting too, man. So let's go, Rizzo. Let's go. Come on. Get something going here. I remember growing up, we never paid attention to pitch counts. Guys pitch complete games all the time, but not anymore. Come on, guys. Come on. They didn't even work counts, man. He threw 6 pitches in the first inning. Come on, man. Don't give this guy a cakewalk already. He's already one of the best pitchers in the league for how long? Since he's been in the league. Come on, man. Yankees can't see. This is what I mean, man. You can't come out here against Scherzer and not work a count. Come on. You can't do it like that. You got to work counts, man. The guy like Scherzer, that's a gift, man. 6 pitches, 3 outs, man. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. But as I was saying, I know I'm getting all hyped up. It's just the first inning. But we all know the caliber of pitcher that Max Scherzer is. So, you know, you got to work counts, man. 6-pitch innings cannot happen. So, anyway, as I was saying, man, who paid attention to pitch counts? If you're younger, you may not have known it, but way back then, guys actually started games and went all the way to the 9th inning. Nowadays, it doesn't matter come the 6th inning. Most pitchers come the 6th inning, they're already getting ready for the 7th inning guy, the 8th inning guy, their closer. When Lou is on here, he loves talking about it, and it's a great point. Blake Snell in the World Series when he was on the Rays. Guy was pitching, mowing down Mookie Betts. Corey Seager gets the 3rd time in the order. I think they only had 1 or 2 hits, and then they took him out. They took him out. And the bullpen exploded, man, and the Dodgers ended up winning that game. You can't do that. Like, what's wrong with the eye test? I hate the analytics that go on in baseball. I hate the analytics to where if a guy is mowing pitches mowing the batters down, I'm tired of it, man. Oh, you got to take him out because we got to get our lefty specialist in there. We got to get our 7th inning guy because that's when he pitches, man. But if this guy is rolling, why do you do that? You guys should be used to my tangents by now. Anyway, let's get back to this. Come on. Starling Marte, dude. Domingo Germán's pitching tonight, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not big on this dude. I hope just not big on him, man. This guy needs the game of his life tonight. He needs the game of his life tonight, guys. Yep. I hear you, brother. I hear you. 6 pitches, though, for Scherzer in the 1st inning, man. Come on. That's ridiculous, man. Yeah, Lou. That's right. There you go. Come on. You got that. Germán needs to pitch the game of his life tonight. You cannot have any mistakes when you got Scherzer on the other side of the bump, man. Can't do it. Can't do it. We got Higgy behind the plate tonight, man. Higgy's a great defensive catcher, man. But kind of like the Mets, the Yankees have the problem of catchers not hitting, and the Mets have the same problem. Don't get much hitting out of these catchers, man. Trevino's okay, but I mean, okay. Anyway, Marte's a monster, man. What a pickup. I can't believe that he's been on as many teams as he's been on. It says here, Marte's got a .371 batting average with 5 homers in the 1st inning. The 1st inning. Wow. What a pickup for the Mets. This guy's a monster. I think he's been on the Pirates, the A's, the Marlins. He just came from the Marlins, man. Like, come on, Domingo. Let's go, man. You need the game of your life tonight. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Look, right now, Germán has 7 pitches, already more than Scherzer threw in the 1st inning. That's it, man. Strike him out. Let's go. We need this game. We need this game. Come on, Domingo. Let's go, man. Can't slaps tonight. Dude's had a lot of problems, man, over the course of time. But, I mean, last year he was 4 and 5. And just, I don't know. I think he smacked around the last time he pitched. This is awesome, man. I hope we get a Subway Series this year. Be great for the city, great for New York, great rivalry. I grew up in a Mets household. The household was all Met fans. I don't even hate the Mets. I do like the Mets. I actually like them a lot. I just like the Yankees better. You know, I do. Oh, good pitch. Good pitch. Come on, man. Let's go. Get Lindor out. Woo! Come on, man. One more strike. Let's go. Let's do it. In 23 years since we had a Subway Series. Yes. That's it. That's how you do it. That's how you match it with Scherzer, man. 2 strikeouts. Let's go. Prove me wrong. I'm on. Prove me wrong. Man, we need a game out of him. We need a game. Let's go. Yeah, funny, man, that we have these times where it's baseball is so filled with. How do you all feel about the runner on second in extra innings? That drives me crazy. I hate the automatic runner on second base. You guys like that? It drives me nuts. Why? You need to earn your way on base. I ever since they put this into effect, I understand that they're trying to get the average to less than average fan involved. They want more runs. They want more excitement. I guess you could say they don't want games going to the 18th and 19th inning. They don't want pitching duels anymore. Pitching duels is what baseball is all about. For the fan that just sits there and says, "Oh man, it takes forever for anything to happen." Do you understand the whole thing with baseball happening with the pitcher, batter, and catcher? It's a strategy. You got to outthink each other. It's a chess match. The game is happening between those 3 players right there. Pitcher, catcher, batter. That's where the game is happening. Okay? It's not waiting for something to happen, or for someone to get a hit or a home run or whatever. The game is right there in front of you. Strategy of the pitcher trying to outsmart the hitter. The hitter is trying to think what that pitcher's doing. That's what we're dealing with. That's the game right there. It's a strategy. Trying to outthink each other. Maybe he's going to throw a fastball and he throws a curveball. That's why a lot of these guys, when you see the ankle breaker strikeout where they break all the way down because they realize they swung at something they weren't looking for. That's why. That's why. They're looking for a fastball and they get a curveball. They start to swing and they're like, "Oh man," they have the ankle breaker. You know. So listen, guys, this is exciting. The Mets getting Buck Showalter was huge, man. That guy is a great manager, and that's what they needed. They needed a new manager, man. That guy he's writing the ship for them, man. He's been around a long time. I remember when he managed the Yankees right before Joe Torre came in. He's one of those guys. He never won it all, man, but he's one of the best managers in the game. He is. He knows the game inside and out. And if you're old enough to remember, I always call Buck like the Marty Schottenheimer of baseball. Marty Schottenheimer was an incredible NFL coach, man. He was one of the best. He never won, never even made it to the big game. But his teams were always in it. They always fought. They always had one of the better teams in the league. He just never got over the hump. And I think that's what happens with Buck. Come on, Gleyber, let's go. Let's go, Gleyber. Come on, man. One thing at Gleyber Torres, to me, everybody's like, "Hey, he had that big year. He had that big year, all those home runs and all these, the years after he wasn't hitting as many." Maybe that wasn't, maybe the player that we have is the Gleyber he really was. Maybe that was just a fluke year that he hit all those home runs, man. But he's stepping up this year and get out. Oh, man, it stayed in the park. All right, he's out. And Gleyber, thank goodness they moved him back to second, man. He was a disaster at shortstop. Disaster. It's amazing, man. He couldn't play the position at all, man. He was liability for the Yankees last year, short. He was. It was terrible. You know, there's a guy at the game right now walking around with a Braves jersey. With a Braves jersey on. Why is he at a Yankee Met game? He's in Shea Stadium. Shea Stadium. Wow, that's showing my age. He's in Citi Field wearing a freaking Braves jersey. Like, why are you there wearing that? What an idiot. The Braves have nothing to do with this game right now. Here's Matt Carpenter, man. This guy's been out of this world for the Mets. For the Mets, for the Yankees. This guy's been out of this world. Here we go with the bots again. Good old bots. Crazy. Yep, well, we got to deal with them. Move on. Who cares? You know, let's keep it moving. I don't understand the bots. It's really ridiculous. Bots pop up in these chats, man. It's a joke. Anyway. I think in the first inning, Scherzer threw all fastballs, man. All fastballs. And now he's throwing sliders and curves, and they're striking them out, man. Oh. You know, last night, I think we were 2 hours into the game. 2 hours into the game, and it was like the fourth inning. If the pitching goes like this tonight, we may be in the ninth inning in an hour. Well, Scherzer, we know is going to hold the fort, man. But I said maybe Herman's going to have the game of his life tonight. I didn't understand the Josh Donaldson pickup. You guys get that? I mean, you got DJ, man. DJ could be your everyday third baseman. Donaldson's done nothing special really for the Yankees, and he's in his mid-30s. I really didn't understand the pickup. And they actually considered getting rid of DJ. Are you kidding me? Guy can play every position, man, in the infield. Why would you do that? It just didn't make sense to me, man. And DJ can play just fine at third base. Donaldson, I don't know. It wasn't some flashy signing to me. And IKF, the guy is great at short. He really is. He's great at short. Scherzer's killing it with the slider, man. Killing it. Another out. I don't like the way this game is starting, man. I don't like the way this game is starting. 6 batters, 20 pitches. So he had 14 that inning. I guess they worked the count a little bit more, man. But this is crazy, man. All it's going to take, all the Yankees have to do, Herman just has to hold the fort down. Okay? The Yankees with their big batting order, man, all they do is hit a home run. We just need a home run or two. That's it. All due respect to the Mets lineup, because they got a pretty mean lineup, and I think you got to worry about Pete Alonso, man. That dude, Pete Alonso can hit a homer at any time, and he hits them in crunch time too. He hits them in pressure moments. Pete Alonso is a monster player for the Mets. That's the guy we really got to worry about. Lindor, he should have been in the All-Star game. Marte, we spoke about him. So they got some pop. Mark Kanya, we learned the other day his name was Kanya, not Canna. But anyway, he was a real under-the-radar pickup from the Oakland A's, who seem to be dumping everybody. The A's are dumping everybody. So if the Yankees can get a 2-3 run lead off, get a couple guys on and let Judge hit a bomb, man. Not having Stanton is huge, man. The Stanton's really come into his own. Once they started playing Stanton in the outfield more than just doing DH, Dude, the guy has really stepped up. He's really stepped up. He had a rough start with the Yankees at the beginning of his career. Real rough start. He was getting booed at home plate. Remember that game? I think in his debut home game or that series, I think he struck out like 5 times in like 6 or 7 at bats. He was getting booed in the on-deck circle, and he found out right away, this ain't Miami, man. This is New York. You come to New York, you go to Boston, Philly, any cities like that, you know, you are gonna get harassed if you're a huge player and you come to any of those cities and you don't do it. We don't take that, man. It's like, oh, you're getting paid all that money. You better start doing something. You better start doing something, man. And you know what? He didn't bark at the fans like Javi Baez did for the Mets last year, doing all that. He didn't do any of that, man. He said he's going to step it up, and he has. I mean, a big shout out to Stan, man, because he's really done it this year and last. All right, let's go, Cmon. Let's go. And speaking of Alonso, here he is. The Mets in these 2-game series definitely have had the pitching advantage from Walker to Scherzer. With us, with Montgomery and Cmon, neither guy is solid. You know, they're shaking. They're just shaking. If Cmon can hold the fort down, we don't go to the bullpen. We're good. They're showing Pete Alonso in 2002 in a Yankee uniform. Oh, that's gone. That's out of here. Oh, no, it's off. Yeah, it's gone. Come on, man. Right on. I knew this was going to happen. What I was just saying about Cmon. That's a joke. What a joke. Yeah, Frank, you're right, man. You're right, Frank. Thanks for stopping through, too, man. Always had problems like this, man. What a joke. That curveball went right over the middle of the plate, man. Might as well have underhanded it. Guys, Sports Cave. Go to the Sports Cave at the Deptford Mall, man. See my man Frank. He's hooked up this whole basement, and you see the wall in the back. More things are going up. Sports Cave. Check it out. Like, why'd the Mets get Vogelbach, man? This guy takes his eating very seriously, man. It's incredible. Yeah, you see all that space back there, Frank? That's where that stuff's going, man. That way. That way. There's that Andre Fleury back there, up there, man. Cannot give Scherzer opportunities like this. We're already coming in behind. Oh, he teed off on that ball. They're showing the replay again, man. Alonso just teed off. I got a feeling we're going to be hitting the bullpen really fast here today, guys. Really fast. Thanks, Frank. Again, man, it means a lot that you stopped in today. It means a lot, man. It really does. Trust me, the rest of the walls are built up. I kind of called all that. I said Cmon wasn't going to do it, man. The Yankees, the problem is they just don't have the back end of their rotation. It's just shaky. And to rely on, all due respect for Luis Severino coming back, the Yankees really relied on him to be there the whole year. I mean, it's not surprising the guy got hurt. It's not surprising. And he walks Vogelbach, man. Here we go. Here we go. Nobody out. Leadoff homer. Second guy you walk. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Old school. My USMC friend back, and I hope you're doing well, man. I hope everything's going well for you, brother. I know you've been through a lot, man. I hope you're doing all right, man. Appreciate the service always, man, and thank you for supporting my channel. Yep. Yo, there's a lot of games on here too, man. Yeah, they do, Frank. They do. Definitely need more product, man. Yep. The Mets lineup is no joke, man. These guys, this like I was saying earlier, this Mark Canyon, man, this guy was an under the radar pickup for the Mets. Just under the radar. The guy is a solid hitter, man. He's really been great for them. The Mets have been holding, if you think about it, the Mets have been holding the fort down. Missing DeGrom, then they missed Max Scherzer for about 7 weeks. Tawan Walker, Carrasco, Bassett, David Peterson, they've all held the fort down, man. They really have. They even sustained that 15-game or 14-game winning streak by the Braves. So this Mets team's no joke, man. Like I said, I grew up in a Mets household, man. So I grew up in the Gooden and Darryl Strawberry, and when they got George Foster from the Big Red Machine, he came over to the Mets. He didn't do very. He wasn't the same Foster as he was with the Reds. But I just grew up. I love Dave Winfield, man. That was my man. Dave Winfield was the guy for me when they got him from the Padres. That's my favorite Yankee to this day. I like Mo Rivera and Jeter and Bernie Williams and guys like that. Dave Winfield, man, that guy had a freaking cannon from right field. He should have just gotten more respect from Steinbrenner. He just should have, man. Dave Winfield's a straight up guy. So that was my favorite Yankee growing up. But, you know, my father was a Met fan. So, and I was the remote control back then. Oh, come on. Don't stay in the box. Staying in. That's staying in. Stay in. Warning track. Halfway into the warning track. Come on. You're right, Frank. These guys hit hard, man. They hit hard. Yeah, I see you, Lou. We're waiting for you. My co-host, Lou Tawks, should be coming on soon. Should be coming on. Yeah, we see Pistol Pete, man. We got you. We got you. Don't worry. I acknowledged it already. Lou's a Met fan for everybody that doesn't know. My co-host is a Met fan. Diehard for years. He's from the Bronx, and he's a Met fan. But then again, I'm from Long Island. I grew up pretty near the Coliseum, and I'm a Ranger fan. So who can figure this stuff out? Jeff McNeil also, man, another guy. This guy last year he's trying to be a home run hitter and trying to hit for the fences all the time, man. He came back into his own this year. They had a solid lineup, man. Come on, Haman, get us out of the inning, man. This guy is working. We're going to be deep into our bullpen by the 4th inning. By the 4th inning, we're going to have our bullpen in already. He's up to 30 pitches already. I'm real hyped up on this stuff, and we're not even in Jet season yet. Guys that have been here with me since I really started rolling last November, the Jets get me through the ceiling angry, man. I won't get on the Jets now. We should have a better season this year. Get that. Get that. Come on, we can get out of this inning with 1 run. We'll be all right. Absolutely, Frank. The Yankees need, as I was mentioning earlier, they need the back of their rotation is not good. And the problem is like I said, they're relying on guys like Severino. How could you come into this season relying on Severino when he hasn't been around the last couple of years? All due respect, he's been pitching very well this season, considering, but he shouldn't be toward the top of the rotation. That should have been a guy being our 4th or 5th starter. That's where he should have been. But they don't go out and get pitching. And Cole is not the Cole that we saw on Houston. Just not. And he's a Red Sox punching bag, right? Even though the Red Sox aren't even in it at this point, he is a Red Sox punching bag. We paid this guy all this money, and you can't win a wild card game for us, man? Can't win 1 wild card game? Come on. What a joke. And I got family that's Red Sox fans, and they remind me all the time. They spell his last named Cole, C-O-A-L, Cole. What a joke, man. Biggest rival, and he's a punching bag. And he loses right away. I mean, like, he lets you know right away that he's going to be at it. It's incredible. Come on, Cmon, man. We got to throw 100 pitches this inning. Let's go. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. The probably Yankees, man, they hold on to guys a little too long. Finally! Finally! They should have everybody in the bullpen warming up already. What I mean by the Yankees hold on to guys a little too long, man. The pitching, they try to be, I don't know what their strategy is. Why don't you go out and go after these big pitches? Or they hold on to players like, if you all remember Greg Bird. Greg Bird, how long did they wait for this guy to do something? He's always on the injured list. Clint Frazier, how many years was Brett Gardner's last year with the Yankees? Because Clint Frazier, oh, this will be Brett's last year. He had like 3 last years with us, right? When you have a guy in his mid-30s that you're relying on because Clint Frazier can't develop, how come a team like the Yankees is letting these guys hang around? That is not what George Steinbrenner would do. These guys have been out of here. Joe Girardi still would have been the manager. I do not like Aaron Boone, even though he gets us to the playoffs. But you know what? He doesn't get us beyond that. Girardi got fired too soon, and I think it's because Joe Girardi does the eye test. He doesn't do the analytics. The analytics, he's not a yes man, basically. He's going to do what he feels is right. The guy's pitching great out there. Why are you going to take him out for a lefty specialist? I use that term so much. I use the, yes, 34 pitches, Frank. He's 34 through 2 innings. He's going to be out of here by the beginning of the 4th inning if he doesn't get shellacked in the next inning, because you can see it coming, man. You can see it coming. These guys talk about I just lost my place. But yeah, Cmon has about 34 pitches, man. He's getting beaten up, man. Oh, yeah, Brett Gardner, man. Guys like that. Why are they, guys like that can work counts. These younger guys that aren't developing, they should have been traded for better pitching while they showed good prospect ability. But when they use them or have a Greg Bird that's hurt forever, comes back hurt forever, it hurts them in the trade department. That's the problem. The Yankees just go with these guys that just don't really get it done. Taillon, Montgomery, and Cmon, these guys at best will give you a great game once in a while, but they aren't consistent with it, man. They're just not consistent. They're not. Cole, that's our number 1 guy. At this point, he's pitching like a number 2. DeGrom and Scherzer, I know DeGrom's hurt right now, but those, I mean, no, come on, man. Scherzer's number 2 behind a true number 1. Cole has been a waste of money for us. You are here to win the big games. The Yankees, I mean, they're killing it right now, but this is what they're going on. Here we go with Scherzer. This inning will probably be over in 3 minutes. You got Aaron Hicks up, another guy that I like Aaron Hicks. I know he's hurt a lot last year, man, but it's just, I'm glad they got rid of Sanchez and some other dead weight that way. Sanchez was another guy that hung on to way too long, man, because he had hit a few home runs here and there. He was a horrible defensive catcher. Yes, it dropped in. Thank goodness, man. Little can of corn there. Fell in no man's land. That's good. We need that. We need everything we can get right now. Everything. But they're swinging right away, and that's what's going to keep the Max Scherzer at a low pitch count, man. Perfect. That land, now we got to get Hicks home, obviously. IKF is up right now. This guy's been good, man. I know everybody wanted Correa. I know everybody and their mother wanted Correa. If Steinbrenner was around, Correa would have been on the team. IKF has been solid, man, at shortstop. He has definitely made up for that Gleyber Torres disaster at short experiment last year. Absolute disaster. He's hitting 276, man, 30 ribs. He doesn't have any homers, but, you know, he's not here for that. Come on, dude. It's nice when you can come to a team when you're IKF. You can come here and you're not asked to hit home runs. Then you got guys like Gallo, who's an outstanding outfielder, but man, that guy is a horror show at the plate. He's hitting 164, man, 164. They do suck. They do. They do. Steinbrenner's son is nothing like George was, man. And to all my Met fan friends and my Met family that's that hated George Steinbrenner, oh, he buys all his players, and then, you know, he buys his championships and this, that, and the other. Boy, they sure love Steve Cohen. And they should. Steve Cohen is not the coupons, the Wilpon coupons, man, who got nobody. Scherzer wouldn't be on your team. Lindor definitely wouldn't be on your team. These guys would not be there if the Wilpons were running this team, and y'all know it. And y'all love it. Now you got your own Steinbrenner. There you go. And look at your team now. And he hired Buck Showalter, a great manager. Now we got Higgy coming up. Yep, that's true, man. So all you Met fans that hated George Steinbrenner, you love him now because Steve Cohen is really righted the ship with your team. He is absolutely righted the ship. And he's got the right manager in place. He knows how to work these teams, man. Knows how to work pitches, knows how to work situations. It's not Mickey Callaway and Luis Rojas, you know, and Carlos Beltran, right? The only undefeated manager you guys have ever had. But they got rid of him right away because of all that stuff going on. So you got a real guy in place here. So you should be happy with your team and not worried about if you're going to make it or not. Higashioka is a great defensive catcher. And that's why I'm glad they kept him over Sanchez. But again, the Yankees catchers cannot hit. You can't hit. The same problem the Mets have. McCann and Nito, these guys don't hit. Oh, come on, man. This is like too easy for Scherzer, man. Too easy. Scherzer's going from a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, dropping down to an 84-mile-an-hour slider. This guy is working the count and working these batters, man. Oh, don't get picked off at first. Kind of like Higashioka, Tomas Nido is a great defensive catcher, man. He just did a snap throw down to first base. He almost got Hicks sleeping. I mean, literally almost got him. Oh, man, he just made it back. Just made it back. I got a feeling he's going to strike out. It's just the negativity I feel right now. Oh, he didn't strike out, but he flew out. Oh! Wow, what a catch by Marte, man. That almost dropped in there, too. If you're not watching, what a catch. It seemed like he kind of lost the ball. But, man, how does a guy like Starling Marte bounce around teams? I don't understand. This guy is a great player, man. Really solid player. I just don't know how he bounces around so much. I think it's Pirates, A's, and then Marlins, and then the Mets. If he's been anywhere else, I don't know about it. Come on, DJ. DJ is like one of the few Yankees that actually tries to work the count. Scherzer's up to 32 pitches now, but no one's had a real solid hit for the Yankees yet, man. I mean, a real solid hit. Hicks blooped one in, and IKF. I mean, not like Higgy almost blooped one in, but they're not that solid crack at a bat hits, and that's what the problem is. They got to work these counts and get this guy out of here. Is the Mets bullpen like the Yankees bullpen right now is hurting. There you go. There's a solid hit. Nice. Good hit, DJ. Good hit. Let's go, Judge. Judge is coming up. It's time. It's time. MVP of the league. MVP of the league. This is the type of thing you guys want to see. MVP of the league against one of the greatest pitchers of this era, Max Scherzer. This is a matchup that's legendary. This is what you want to see. Two guys that are eventually going to be in the Hall of Fame, two of the greatest players in the game. These are the matchups you want right here. Let's go. Let's go, Judge. Let's go. Ah. They said Judge in the last 5 games, he's driven in 12 of the last 24 runs in the Yankees in the last 5 games. He leads the league in homers, leads the league in RBIs. He is killing it. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Judge. You got to respect these matchups, man. This is an incredible, legendary matchup. Let's go. One and one. Come on. Come on. Oh. 0-2. So 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. Come on. Come on. All sliders, too. He's getting them on all sliders. Yankees were 0-8 yesterday with runners in scoring position. 0-8, that lineup. Come on. Come on. Scherzer's staying away from that fastball, man. He's staying away. Come on. 2-2. 2-2. Come on, let's go. Come on, Aaron. He's not going to pitch him a fastball. There's no way. Come on, Aaron. Oh! Struck him out, man. But that's what you get when you got a great, a historical pitcher up there, man, against the MVP of the league right now by far. We got a guy on the mound, Domingo Germán. What does he do? Domingo Germán is he throws a curveball that breaks over the middle to Pete Alonso. Just breaks right in the middle of the plate. I mean, boom. I mean, like that was like it might as well have underhanded it. You know, just crazy. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for stopping in, man. I really appreciate it. The Yankees hopefully don't give me a stroke like the Phillies do. The Jets, come on here when I'm doing Jet games and you'll really see what it's about. You'll think I have a stroke live on TV, man. That dumpster fire gets me freaking going, but I love them to death, man. For 4 decades, I have been a Jet fan since they drafted Joe Klecko. That's how long I've been a Jet fan. So anyway, when we're talking, I will see you soon, Frank. And thanks again. I really appreciate you stopping in here today, along with everybody else. And yeah, man, Dean, that slider is nasty. There's no way that Scherzer was going to throw a fastball to Judge. There's just no way. He didn't have to. That slider is killing it. It is. I think he threw 4 sliders and a changeup. Scherzer ain't throwing a fastball. There's no way. He didn't have to, and he's not going to. So, but the problem is, it's funny, like I was saying earlier, we're watching these pitches. When I was growing up, pitchers just pitched. They pitched the entire game. There was no pitch count. There was no take a guy out, analytics. The eye test was what you did. And when a closer came in, like Goose Gossage, he didn't come in to close the ninth. He came in the 6th, 7th inning and closed it the rest of the way. Like, that's what closers did then. There was no 9th inning guy. Like, today you notice a lot of these guys, they come in, if you push them to the 10th inning, if it goes an extra inning, a lot of guys, they can't do like a 6 to 8 out save. For instance, Wandy Peralta was in last night. He threw like, I'm just throwing a number out here, but it was about that. Let's just say 4 to 6 pitches, all right? And he doesn't come out the next inning. They bring in Abreu and starts getting knocked around. Why did they take Peralta out? Because he doesn't go the next inning? Was he tired? I don't understand. I don't understand. We are unconventional, Dean. Yes, we are. Because I'm Yankees, Rangers, Knicks. I should be Jets, right? I mean, I should be a Giants, but I'm a Jets fan. I know. I don't know how that happens. I was the rebel in my family because everybody in my family, outside of 2 cousins, are Jet fans. Everybody else is Giant fans. That was my rebellion when I was a kid. Oh, we got the sack exchange. I'm going to be a Jet fan. And I've been punished ever since. All right, here we go. Can Herman get through this inning? Come on, man. Come on. Tomas Nido hitting it in the gap for a double. He's hitting 216. Come on. Come on. This is what I'm talking about. This is a guy who should get out. I mean, he hit that. He threw that right down the middle, man. We're going to be in the bullpen. We're going to be in the bullpen by the next inning, maybe this inning. Tomas Nido, man, just hit a gap shot for a double. Guy's hitting 216. This is a joke. This is a joke. Sorry for saying both teams have catchers that can't hit. Apparently, our pitcher's making sure we can help you out with your batting average. Hey, Nido, let us help you out, man. We'll pump one right down the middle for you. Ridiculous, man. How are you the New York Yankees and the back end of your order, 3, 4, and 5, you don't have solid pitching. You have maybes. Tyon, Montgomery, and Herman. How is that possible? You're the Yankees and you don't have the back end of the pitching. What a joke. Diaz all day, man. Come on. He's been doing it longer. Holmes, God bless him, man. He's doing it right now. Clay Holmes is doing it right now. But can anybody, if you're a Yankee fan out there, can you honestly say right now you would take Holmes over Diaz for the long haul? Would you? Like I said, I don't hate the Mets. I don't hate the Mets, not at all. I'm just a Yankee fan. The Mets really have nothing to do with the Yankees. Why do you hate them? Why can you hate them? The Islanders and Rangers play in the same division. I hate the Islanders. I'll never go for them, ever. But these teams, Jets, Giants, they don't play in the same division. Quite honestly, the Jets and Giants have been the joke, laughing doormats of the NFL. They're the 2 worst teams in the NFL the last 4 or 5 years. The 2 worst teams are from New York. Or you people that like to say New Jersey Giants and New Jersey Jets. Whatever. Neither state would be happy to have those guys right now. I know the Jets had a great draft. We'll see what happens. I'm cautiously optimistic. I've seen this movie before. All right. But I'm going in the season optimistic. Anyway, back to this. I'm talking about the Jets. I'm going to infiltrate this. I don't want the Jets infiltrating this cast right now. Not when we have guys like Tomas Nido hitting doubles in the gap. You're right, brother. Yep. My man, New York Jets 13. You're right, my man. You're right. Yep. It is a different culture. Joe Douglas has done it. He's put a team out there. Let's just see what he can do with it, man. I agree with you there, brother. Man on second, Marte's up. You guys, I'm sorry, I'm being super negative right now, but you guys already see that. He's at 41 pitches in the third inning. He's already 1-0 against Marte. Eventually, he's gonna pump one right down the middle again. Come on, let's go. That is the big difference between the Mets and the Yankees, Dean. Appreciate your comment, man. Yep. What's funny to me is a lot of Met fans have a doom and gloom going on right now. I'm like, how? How could you have doom and gloom going on? This team has fought through so much. No DeGrom, no Scherzer for 7 weeks. Tawan Walker, Carrasco, Chris Bassett, David Peterson. These guys have all picked the slack up for the Mets. So how can you – I don't understand. And they withstood the 14-game win streak by the Braves. They're still in first. A lot of Met fans have a lot of doom and gloom, man. Let the Jets be in first with those kind of problems, man. Come on. The Yankees, to me, this is the difference. If the Mets go far in the playoffs and they don't make it all the way, hey, man, they had a great season. You know, they went pretty far. The Yankees, if we don't win the World Series this year, it is a joke. It's not a great season. The way we're dominating, we need to win the World Series, period. Period. Come on, struck somebody out. His 4th strikeout. I don't even remember the other 3. He's been getting knocked around. Listen, I always tell everybody, man, I'm a diehard fan on this channel, speaking to diehard fans. I'm not a professional. I know my stuff. I don't know everything. I make mistakes. It's fun on here, and that's what it's about, man. Fans speaking to fans, right? That's what we're here for. And my co-host who's usually here, Lou Talks, he's a Met fan. We had a lot of fun last night. He had more fun than I did, but that's what it's all about, man. Sports is fun. I don't understand how anybody can take the stuff so seriously that they're getting fistfights over it. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'll tell you something. I ain't fighting anybody over the Jets. They don't pay me to go to prison and get sued and all that. So these fans that go out there and do that stuff, it's really disheartening. None of these teams do that. So you guys, it's all fun. This is all fun. Everything's in sports fun, man. You are the better team, Dean. You know what? Over the Braves, your question there, Dean. Yeah, you guys are the better team. For everything I just said, the Braves, you guys withstood that 14-game thing without DeGrom and basically Scherzer for 7 weeks. DeGrom hasn't even started yet. With your pitching staff, you guys held the fort, man. You really did. You guys are the better team than the Braves. You are. You've proven it. Wait till DeGrom comes back. It's lights out. Come on, come on, come on. Keep this 1-0. Let's go. Let's go. And the Mets are working counts way better than the Yankees. The Yankees don't work a lot of counts, man. That's where a guy like Brett Gardner was great. He'd be 0-2 for like 20 minutes. He'd foul off everything. He never swung at anything close. He frustrated so many pitches, man. He really did. What's up, Justin? Thanks for stopping in, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully my Jets are a year closer to catching up to the Bills. I mean, I get what Herman's doing. He's trying to work around the corners. He's trying to get these guys to swing at stuff like Marte swung at a ball way off the plate. But the problem is these Mets aren't swinging that a lot, man. And then he has to pump one like he still shouldn't be putting them over the middle of the plate, man. That's going to drop. That's going to score a run. Carpenter doesn't have an arm. Damn it. Come on. Come on, man. Nito scores because Nito can hit doubles off our pitching. Come on, man. It's a joke. No, Justin, you missed my show yesterday, man. I was protesting the Yankees for the first half of the year because they were I explained all that to everybody, man. Because they made all this big deal about the Astros, right? Everybody's cheating. We didn't cheat. We got screwed and all that. And I, as a fan, went out and defended the Yankees. I've been a Yankee fan for over 46 years, man. And I protested the first half of the year because I'm out there defending the Yankees about how we got screwed by everybody and all these other teams are cheating. And it turns out the Yankees were doing it too. They were doing it too, man. And Cashman and Randy Levine and these guys were fighting the courts not to release the letter and all. As a fan, I felt real betrayed, man. And I had to eat a lot. I love to debate sports and have fun with that. I had to eat a lot because that letter came in. And as fans, it was really embarrassing, man. It was really embarrassing. So I protested the first half of the year of the Yankees. Not that they care, because who am I? I'm Johnny Basement doing a show in a basement. I mean, come on. But I've always been a Yankee fan. Lou Talks, my co-host, will tell you that. And I've always loved the Mets growing up. I just like the Yankees better. I grew up in a New York Mets household, Justin. I hope that catches you up. I'm giving you the real quick thing. Well, actually, we're going into commercial now. Thankfully, the Yankees only gave up another run. But to your question, Justin, yeah, I did a lot of Mets stuff in the beginning of this season because I was really ashamed that the Yankees selling us these goods that they didn't cheat. All right. I have friends of mine that are Astro fans. I have family that's Boston fans. And I just went on and on and on about how my team got screwed. You guys were cheating. Then you guys get Alex Cora over there, who's a connection, and Carlos Beltran is another connection from the Astros and all this stuff. And you know what? As a fan, when that letter came out and I started realizing how much Brian Cashman and Randy Levine, the president, they were fighting the courts and appealing to not let that letter come out. Then I started thinking, you know what? This is bad, man. You guys come out and you talk all this garbage about how you don't cheat and how all these other teams screwed us over in the playoffs. And that's why we didn't make the World Series. And as a fan, I'm out defending my team. I'm defending them to other fans. I love sports, man. Like I said, I'm a diehard. And that's what you're going to do to me? What's a big backhand slap to the face, man, when that letter came out, knowing that it may not have been as severe as the Astros or the Red Sox. May not have been as severe, but you still cheated, man. You made me look stupid as a fan. It made a lot of other Yankee fans look dumb. I know other Yankee fans that were just as annoyed. I did my own little protest because I get so passionate about my teams, man. But the Mets thing wasn't fake. I do like the Mets. I mean, going for them. I grew up in a New York Mets household, Justin. I hope this catches you up. But who can turn on that? I didn't turn on my team. I hate the fact that they turned on us as fans. They turned on us. They lied to us, man. They lied to us. So that's where I'm at with that. I hope you caught up. I hope you understand, but I never jumped ship. The current players on this Yankee team have nothing to do with it. It's the ownership, to the general manager, Cashman, to the president, Randy Levine. They all lied to us, saying they would never do stuff like that and embarrassed us as fans defending this team when they're out there pretty much doing the same thing, watching replays, relaying from the dugout phone, the bullpen phone to the dugout, all this other stuff, man. I really got pissed off. So I'm back where I've always been, Justin. I hope that answered your question, brother. Woo, I did go off a little rant there. I hope you're with me there, buddy. But don't worry, it's no bandwagon stuff, because if I was, the Jets and the Knicks would not be my other teams. Nah, this is where I've been all along, bro. Come on, Rizzo. We need a shot here, man. We need a shot. Let's go. I mean, the Yankees are having some hits here, man. They're having some hits that are they're long flyouts and stuff. They're just not getting over the wall. They're not getting over the wall, and that's the problem. So, Scherzer's got 42 pitches going on right now. Justin, I'll get to that at commercial. I'll get to your question at commercial. I will. I promise you, brother. Come on, Glaber. Sorry, guys. That was an interesting pickup, Justin. I will definitely get to that. Anyway, yeah, guys. Gleyber Torres is I like Gleyber. I do. As I said earlier, man, I think all the stuff with Gleyber, what's going on, and the home runs and things like that. I really think he was trying to be that home run hitter every year. And I think that one year he had all the home runs. I think that was just a fluke for him. Oh! That was a good play by Escobar, man. I thought that was going over his head. That was a good play. See, like Scherzer has 46 pitches right now, but it kind of seems like, I mean, it's a groove, man. He's in a groove. He's in a solid groove, man. He's right on pace. This is not good, man. This is not good. See, Yankees are swinging at first pitches too much, man. Carpenter comes up and swings at the first pitch. Why? Look at that. We're at the commercial already. I mean, we're at commercial already. Julio Jones to the Buccaneers, Justin. That's something else, man. That's something else. That's going to be a ridiculous show in Tampa, huh? That's going to be a ridiculous show. Tom Brady having Julio Jones, man. Watch out. That guy never ages, man. Brady never ages, and Julio Jones being there with him, like he was like lost on the Titans, right? I mean, that was people thought, no, he's not done. He's going to show how much he's not done. That's going to be scary. I'm glad he's not in our division, man. I'm glad we don't have Brady in our division anymore. So we'll see, man. That's my thoughts. Julio going there was a humongous move. You know, Brady wanted receivers there, man. You know, he's got solid guys. I know Gronkowski retired, and Antonio Brown. Everybody already knows that whole talk show. So Julio Jones going there. Woo, man! Watch out! Watch out! Is a person like that would have made the difference for the Bucs in the playoffs last year. That would have been the difference right there, man. I think the Bucs are going to be right back in it. They're going to be right at the top of the NFC. I'm just more curious now, man, the Jets. I'm cautiously optimistic, Justin. As long as the Jets can finish like in third place and get out of the basement for once, you know, be competitive, have some, be in the hunt in like, Thanksgiving time. Be at least in the hunt of the playoffs, man. Give us, stop giving us to the end of September and letting us Jet fans know to do something else. Go do something else because we're done. I don't want to see that anymore. And I don't want to hear the comparisons of, like Zach Wilson's going to do what Josh Allen did. I hope he does, but, do something before you start comparing the guys that are already winning. Pick up a Sauce Gardner, great. I'm as a sports fan, I don't like when guys just get in the league or get drafted and they're already compared to legends, I just don't get that. Trevor Lawrence is going to be the next Peyton Manning. Mac Jones is Tom Brady. Sauce Gardner is going to be the next Darrelle Revis. I really hope he's the next Darrelle Revis, but he hasn't done anything in the league yet. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it translates. It's not negative. Oh, man, Justin, that would be a win right there. Let the Jets finish ahead of the Patriots, man. That would be a solid win right there. Anyway, back to the game. This guy, Vogelbach, man, this guy is – the Mets gave up a real young pitching prospect for this guy that's only going to be on the team for probably the rest of this year. I don't know about giving up a pitching prospect. My co-host Lou is all over that. Like, what a waste of time. And Lou is a diehard Met fan, and he hates this move. And I don't blame him. You give up a young pitching prospect for a guy that eats a lot. His batting average is not that much different than Dom Smith or J.D. Davis, right? And he can only play first base. Dom and J.D. Davis can play multiple positions, man. None of them can hit. So I don't understand the move either. I don't understand it. You know, I don't get the move. So I wouldn't give up a pitching prospect for a guy like that. And Met fans, how come you guys don't play Bobby Bonilla, man? He's on the roster. He's on the roster every year through 2035. Play him. Here's your DH right there. I'm really not concerned about the Mets' problems right now. The Yankees have a problem right now with their 3, 4, and 5 pitching, and I think that's why we don't beat the Astros. Come on, Herman, you need a quick inning here, man. No more runs. Last night, I think we were 2 hours into the game before we got to the 4th inning. There was so much action. Interesting exchange. Wow. They're showing Scherzer and Nito going at each other a little. Not argumentative, more like, you know, trying to get on the same page. That's what an intense pitcher like Scherzer does. You know, we've seen Cole do that. I'd like to see Cole win big games. That's what I'd like to see. I can see him win big games. You paid all that money and you get bombed, man, in the playoffs. It's beyond, man. In Houston, remember in Houston, Garrett Cole took the mound. The game was over before it started. Comes here, and he's a Red Sox punching bag. Red Sox punching bag. I still am not over what he did in the one wild card game last year. You couldn't win that. You couldn't win that. All that money you get, and you get shellacked in the first inning. It's not like you pitched to the 5th to the 6th and you gave up an unfortunate home run. No, you got shellacked right off the bat, man. Yeah, I hold on to. I have sports grudges, man. Cole needs to be the number one guy that we got. The number one guy. Was he really that reliant on the spite attack or whatever you call it? Was he really that reliant on that pitching stuff? And even so, you're still getting knocked around a little bit before that. Don't get me on a Cole rant, guys. Is that? And again, Severino, he's having a great season, but how do we go into the season with a guy that's been hurt the last 2 years? Get that, throw him out. Let's go. What? You better replay that. I think he was safe. And hell yeah, I'm being biased. Let's go. Hell yeah, I'm being biased right now. I think he was safe. Great play by Donaldson, man. Oh, like I said, I was being biased, man. He was safe. He was safe by a step. He was definitely safe by a step. Good play by Donaldson. I think that's hilarious that they call Jeff McNeil the flying squirrel. I never really thought about it until I looked at him. Like, he does. Look at the way. Come on. Go foul. Thank goodness, man. First and second, nobody out, nobody warming up. I mean, what's going on here, man? They should have been warming somebody up at the start of the game. At the start of the game, before Herman even threw the first pitch, they should have had somebody warming up. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You guys are going to hear me go on and on about just ranting about this pitches and when they change them and all this stuff. 62 pitches, bottom of the fourth inning, nobody out, first and second. This is crazy. I don't know. I mean, what's the problem? Why aren't they warming somebody up? Why aren't they warming somebody up? There's nobody out. McNeil's working the count. Ah, 2-2. Look at Jeff McNeil. Last year, he was 16 of 94, batting 170 with runners in scoring position. This year, he's hitting 333 with 31 ribbies compared to 23 of last year. The guy stepped up. Last year, Jeff McNeil was going for home runs for who knows what reason. That's not even his game. Come on, let's go, Yankees. Let's go. This is like sitting pretty for Scherzer, man. 2-0 is a huge lead with a guy like Scherzer on the mound. I don't care the batting order that we got going on, man. 2-0 is a big lead. It's a big lead. Oh, we got one out. You got Vogelbach on second, man, so you got a real slow runner, but Escobar's up. This guy isn't hitting very well for the Mets, but it's weird because out of nowhere, he'll hit a key home run. He'll hit a big home run out of nowhere. And here's an idea: throw a pitch that's going to get a double play. Well, let's try something like that. When he's throwing them down, they're like down and way outside. Way outside. Let's go. Come on, man. Double play. Let's go. Or strike him out. It's 0-2. Yeah, he hit one out last night, man. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy. Oh, Montgomery got bombed last night, man. He got knocked all around the place. He's like I said, he's another guy that this is the New York Yankees. That's his fifth strikeout tonight. 5. There's a guy in the stands with a Yankee hat and a Met jersey on. That's funny. Is there anybody warming up? They have a meeting on the mound and nobody's warming up. That's a guy who caught that ball. He has the worst New York Mets away jersey ever. The one where it was written in script, New York. The pullover, it was written in script, New York. He's wearing that jersey, which David Cohn just said might be a Jesse Orosco jersey. That's old school right there. And he's got a Yankee hat on. Now that's really weird. That's really weird. I mean, I like the Mets too, but I don't think I'd ever combine my my hat and jerseys with, you gotta line up the same way, especially going to a game. Hey, Mikhailov, welcome. Welcome, brother. Lou should be on. Lou should be on. He's running late today, man. He's running late. Well, Lou should be on soon. Right now, we have Herman trying to get out of this jam. He's got Nito up, who he likes to help Nito out getting hits. Trying to help him with his .216 batting average, apparently. McCann and Nito had the lowest OPS by catches in the single season in Mets history this year, but not when Herman's on the mound because we give up doubles and runs to them. But he struck him out this time. Nice. All right. All right. Listen, guys, I harp on about these the pitching changes a lot and why they have lefty specialists and why they have guys that come in at certain times, certain innings. How come right now we're not doing the opposite? How come when someone's not pitching well, I mean, I guess Herman's pitching okay. He's not pitching horrendously, but there's guys on bases every inning. You're pitching against Max Scherzer. You're trying to hold the fort down. These guys are starting to slap him around a little bit. All right, he's got 5 Ks. It's 2-0. Like I said, he's not pitching poorly, but every inning is an exhausting inning for his arm. Every inning. At least have somebody warming up, especially in this era. They don't have anybody warming up. Last night I went off the meter when Wandy Peralta comes in, who's been a solid guy out of the bullpen for the Yankees last year and this, right? He comes in, he throws like 4 to 6 pitches, has a solid inning, 1, 2, 3 inning, and he's not out the next inning. He doesn't come out. Was he tired? I don't understand. What does the analytics say? Like, how come they don't do the eye test? I will go on and on about this for the entire season because I don't get it. Then Abreu came in and got smacked around. The minute he came in, he got smacked around. I'm like, what happened to Peralta? What is the problem? Why do they do this? I get analytics and I get the technology days and all that. I understand all of that. But to the point to where you're having computers and stats and stat nerds and all these guys telling you this guy is pitching great, but when this guy comes up, even though he got him out the last 2 times in the order, says 3rd time through the batting order, he's going to get beaten up. Just doesn't make any sense to me. The guy's throwing hard and throwing well, you keep him in there. You keep him in. Why are you taking him out? I don't get it, man. And a lot of these stats, I don't even know what the hell they mean. You say we're fans talking to fans, man. You look through baseball stats and tell me if you understand what BABIP is. What is BABIP? And hits above average. Hits, expected hits above average. So if he gets a hit, it's an expected hit above the average of the league. Like, who cares? If a guy's on second, get a damn hit and get him home. I don't care about the rest of you. Think these guys, you think these beer bellies at the bar are doing mathematical equations and trigonometry, figuring out who's going to get a hit, how, and why? I don't care which way the wind's blowing. I don't care if this guy got a hit last time because he had his feet 4 inches close instead of 5 inches wider out. I don't care about it. Just get a damn hit. Win the game. I'm old school with that stuff. I mean, I didn't do very well in math class in high school 30 freaking years ago. You want me to do math while I'm watching a game? Come on. What a joke. Batting average, home runs, RBIs, keep it at that. The rest of this ridiculousness with all these stats. These guys that think of all these stats aren't even real fans. They can't be. Not real fans, I know. None of us talk about that. That's oh, did he get it? Yes, he did. He did. He's in. Good hit. That's how you do it. Josh Donaldson, lead off double. Can we get him home? Can we get some runs? Let's go. Come on. Beautiful. He just made it, too. Good heads up running, man. He just made it. Yeah, he made it. He stayed on the bag. His arm never came off the bag. Now, is there going to be some guy out there with stats studying what the stars are doing right now? I mean, what was there a plane passing by at a Citi Field from LaGuardia Airport? Is that a new stat? How he got that double off the wall? Was there a bird flying past? I'm serious, man. There's probably somebody out there doing that. See, the stats are showing up here now. They show barrel zone, launch angle, 22 degrees, 107 miles an hour. Who cares, man? He got a freaking double. Get him home. That's all I care about. Boom, boom. What's up, Lou?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, Baez? Yo, man. That's what's up, bro. Yo, you did the Baez, man. I spoke about that earlier. But it ain't that right now. I was just going off. You know, Lou's known me a long time. I was going off on my usual rants of, you know, all these BABIPs and all these stats and why Wandy Peralta had to be taken out of the game last night with 4 pitches. You know, his arm must have been, you know, worn out. And Donaldson just hit a double off the wall. And I
just
said,
saw that, yeah.
There's probably guys out there wondering, are the stars aligned? Was there a plane flying out of LaGuardia right now? That's going to be a new stat. Maybe Scherzer gives up hits when there's a plane leaving LaGuardia.
Well, remember the old Shea Stadium was really bad for that. I mean, like, really bad.
The Shea Stadium was awful for that. You'd see a plane passing every 5 minutes. But I'm just saying, there's a guy right now creating a stat.
That is true.
I got to get my pen and paper out, start doing my trigonometry here, man, to figure out why no one's warming up in the Yankees bullpen. Maybe Herman does better when it's 9:03 instead of 9:02. I don't know.
Well, I mean, they're lucky they're not down 4-0 right now.
I know that, man. I know. I'm glad you showed up, Lou. I need a break in the worst way.
Yeah. Yo, you can change that for me? I forgot to change it again.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, they should be down at least 4-0. I mean, that even the last inning with Lindor coming through in the clutch. I mean, I don't know what people want him to do, you know? That was a clutch 2-out hit.
It was a big hit, man. He even gave up a gap shot to Nito, man. Double.
I saw that.
Well, I was saying, man, 2-0 lead might as well be, you know, it could be 10-0 when you have Scherzer on the mound.
But, you know, we're the Mets, so.
Well, Mikhailov, the Yankees don't look like themselves today because Max Scherzer is a dominant pitcher. Mikhailov,
yes.
Remember, yeah, he's learning the game, man. He's our Australian, great supporter of this channel, Mikhailov. Great supporter of the channel, great hockey fan. He's learning baseball. He's watching from Australia right now. And
well, he's watching one of the best ever.
Yeah.
Max Scherzer.
Yep.
I mean,
they
don't call him Mad Max for nothing. There's levels to pitching, and he's the apex predator up there.
That's why the Yankees don't, because his comment was the Yankees don't look the same today, and that's why.
That's exactly why.
That's why I was talking about working pitch counts. You got a guy, when you have a guy like this on the mound, you can't be swinging at he only had 6 pitches in the first inning. You can't do that with a guy like this on the mound. You got to work. Everybody has to be Brett Gardner. That's what they have to do. Well,
Judge almost took him deep that first pitch. And then after that, you saw he didn't throw him no fastballs after that.
Oh, his second, he didn't throw any fastballs after that. I kept saying it on here too. I'm like, he ain't going to be throwing any more fastballs. It's going to be sliders and changeup. It's like when you make a move driving, you almost get in that accident. You're like, yeah, I'm not going to be doing that again.
Ever again.
Judges was a little off, man, because when he hit it, I was like, oh, little off, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? Citi Field is a big stadium. I mean, a big. What
are you swinging at? He does have a filthy slider, man, but that was way off the plate, man. Come on.
No, you might be ahead of me then.
Little bit. I'm watching on ESPN, bro.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But depending on where you at, it's
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
you
We
get a
did
little
this last
delay.
night too. We're in the basement, man. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter. Everything happens down here.
Oh yeah, I just seen that nest. That was an ugly swing.
Yo, did you see that? They just showed a stat, man. 5 more strikeouts. Scherzer will pass Pedro as the most, the shortest amount of starts for over 100 strikeouts, man. 107.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, look at Verlander. Him and Verlander were neck and neck. And remember, this guy was out for like 8 weeks, and Verlander's only beating him by like 11.
Yeah, we got a guy in here. Dean is a Mets fan, man. And yeah, they do need. He wants Contreras to replace Nito, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the hunt for him. Even Boston's saying that Martinez, and it was the guy from the Cubs. They're looking at him too.
Dean just said Mad Max borrowed Edwin Slider tonight. He's laughing. Yeah. Another one. Diaz is another one. Has a nasty slider, bro. You're gonna.
Yeah. But your boy Boomer said one of the most idiotic statements today.
He didn't do much for the Jets in the Bruce Coslet
era. But he said that Diaz is the next Mariano Rivera. And I was like, whoa.
Come on. I was just talking about, you know how I feel about guys that haven't been around long enough to be compared to legends yet. We talked about it. Sauce Gardner. I'm a diehard Jet fan, but don't compare him to Darrell Rivas yet, please. Thank you. Jets got their next Rivas. We do? You haven't done anything yet.
Ain't nobody has another Rivas.
Mariano Rivera. Like, dude, that's like a tall order, man. Come on. What was that dude from the Dodgers that was all of a sudden better than Rivera?
Gagne?
Eric Gagne, yeah. Oh, he was better than Rivera. It's like, get out of here with that garbage. When he finally got in a pressure game, he got shellacked. Come on,
that's what happens. And remember, when Gagne was there, the Padres weren't the Padres that they are now. Right. That whole division was garbage. He was feeding on garbage.
Right. It's like the Patriot fans that say Mac Jones is the next Brady. Meanwhile, he's beating up on doormats like the Jets and give me a break. But when he got in pressure situations, he went 1-5 down the stretch, including the playoffs, man. So stop comparing guys that are still coming up to legends. It's just ridiculous to me.
They haven't accomplished nothing,
Right. Not even saying Mac won't be good, but God, goodness gracious, he's Tom Brady. Come on.
Yeah.
Brady, that was like ridiculous. Trevor Lawrence, next Peyton Manning. I've been ranting about this from time to time throughout this game today, man. And I was also screaming, how are you the New York Yankees and you're shaky in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th parts of your pitching rotation? How is that? Severino, even, God bless him, he's having a great year, but you went into this season on a guy that's been hurt the last 2 years, and now he's hurt again. So how can that be your game plan? Severino should have came back and been the 4th or 5th starter, so he wouldn't be so relied upon being number 2. Scherzer just walked. I don't know. He just walked Higgy, man. Higgy just had a great at bat. Wow.
Yeah, but I think Judge is out. I think Judge is leaving. I don't think they're gonna. They're going after Soto. No. They're going after Soto.
Yeah, because if they get Soto, they're not paying them both.
Oh, they're not. No, they're no. That's too much money. That's what $800 million between 2 players.
They're not going to do it. They can afford it, but they're not going to do it.
Oh, you seen Chef Curry over here throw one of the ugliest first pitches of all time?
I didn't see it. I got on here a little bit late, man. I was having some technical difficulties getting this thing started. I don't know why. I kind of had the system down, but then when I become routine with it, and I got on here a little bit closer to the time, of course, something happens. I'm like, of course. I get on here 15 minutes early, nothing happens. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I get on here, and boom, all this garbage starts. I'm like, of course. That's what happens, man.
Come on, Max. Let's go. Let's get out this inning.
DJ can get up. That's all I was telling. A guy like Max will roll, but all you need is that one. Like they need that one home run right now, or a big hit from DJ, man. They can get one. Max does occasionally get one up over the wall, man.
Yeah, but it's usually in the beginning of the game.
No, you're right. No, he's rolling right now. Listen, man,
Once
I
he's
know
rolling, yeah.
reality. Don't mess with my fantasy. I'm hoping for a 3-run bomb here.
Oh no, I don't want to mess it up for me neither because I don't want to jinx it.
I know you were so worried with Diaz in last night. There was someone on here earlier that asked me, would you take Clay Holmes or Diaz? I'm like, Diaz. I wouldn't even think about it. Clay Holmes is first year doing it. He's still having a great season, but, you know.
Yeah, this guy's, you know, he's proven commodity.
Diaz is proven commodity, right?
And in pressure situations. Because remember,
Lindor.
You can do it. You can do it when there's no outs. So there's, you know, you're up by a couple of runs against a BS lineup. But he did it against the Yankees, you know.
Keep running it through the commercial, man. I need that break for a second.
Yep. Oh, that's how I'm backed up. My man is still pitching right now. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, Lindor, man. Everybody's always saying this and saying that. Yes, we gave him so much money, but he's proven himself. Can hit, can bat, can hit for power, can hit for average. A switch hitter, which is rare to have a dude that can bat from the left and from the right side and can hit home runs on both sides. And his defense is impeccable. I mean, think about it. How many runs has he saved the Mets this year? So, I mean, that's a great pickup, and he's changing the culture. You know, that's another thing that a lot of Mets fans don't understand. They're complaining about the money. But before him, when did we land a big free agent besides, let's say, Mike Piazza? You know, Mike Piazza was there. But besides that, I mean, we've gotten, you know, Johan and a couple of other pitchers. But, I mean, we did get a Cespedes, you know, but they're far in between. So us getting Lindor is he's changing the culture, because right after Lindor, we got Carrasco on that trade, Cookie Monster, the pitcher for us. That he's having an awesome season. He's like, 10, 11 wins already this year. We ended up getting Bassett. We ended up getting Marte. All because, I'm telling you, it's all because we got Lindor, and they're willing to come here now. Like nobody, like, you know, I'm not a Knicks fan, but none of the big free agents want to go to the Knicks. You know, they just don't want to, because they know they're going to go there and their career is going to end. And it sucks to say that, because, you know, when New York is good in any sport, it's better for the league. You know, like right now, look, it's a Wednesday night in New York, and it's the stadium is packed, over 40,000. You come here to Tampa Bay, and it's a playoff game, and they can't even get 20,000 people in the stadiums. You know, they got to give away the tickets. So every sport is good when New York or the big markets are doing good. Even, you know, the networks don't want to see two small market teams in the World Series. It's just bad for ratings. Not saying that the teams are not good, because look at Houston. You know, Houston is, you know, kind of middle in between. Oh, there it goes. All right, guys. I know I'm a little bit behind, so I just got the pop up. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, he's mad.
All right, brother.
Yeah, no. So I was telling them that, you know, getting Lindor was changing the culture. A lot of, you know, besides, you know, Cespedes and Piazza, there wasn't really that many big free agents that wanted to come to New York. Same thing with the Knicks, you know, like, you know, big agents, or excuse me, players don't want to go to New York because the culture sucks.
Right. The Knicks had the problem. The Jets, now they're starting to get some people in. Yeah, all these teams have had this problem with the culture. And then you get a respectable guy like Buck Showalter running the team. You know, I was going on Met fans earlier, like, yo, your old timers hated Steinbrenner, but you love Steve Cohen. Everybody loves it when when you have that type of owner that really does care, really cares about the team, put the best product on the field that he can. So said the Wilpon coupons would not have Scherzer and Lindor. The coupons.
No, the coupons.
They wouldn't have had Scherzer and Lindor. There's no way they'd be on this team.
Well, remember they lost what, like $250 million in the Madoff, Ponzi scheme.
Oh yeah, they got killed.
They say 250, but we're thinking it's a lot more.
I got to admit, man, I was trashing, not Scherzer. I was trashing Herman a lot because he was just every inning's been an exhausting inning, but he's toned it down a lot, man. He had 40 something pitches into the third inning already.
He struck out Marte 3 times already.
Yep, he sure did.
And that's tough to do.
Yo, he's pitching a good game. All I was saying was coming in, the Yankees back of the rotation is not good. Montgomery, Tyon, and Herman are all shaky at best. They'll have a great game or a decent game, but this is the freaking New York Yankees, man. You shouldn't be having guys 3, 4, and 5. I mean, I guess Herman is actually a good 5 starter to be number 5. But
yeah,
the 3 and 4th guy shouldn't be shaky.
Would you put all your marbles when there's an elimination game and he has to pitch?
That's what I mean.
Whew.
I wouldn't even put all my marbles in elimination game when Cole has to pitch. I told everybody I'm still angry about Garrett Cole and getting all that money, and you can't win one wild card game. One. You got to go out there, and you got shellacked in the first.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't even get it past the first inning.
Nope, he didn't. He got bombed, and you know what? If you made it to the second, who even remembers? It wasn't even memorable. Cole on the Astros, the game was over before it started. So he was real reliant on that stuff, man, because he is not on the Mets. He'd be the number 3 guy.
Yeah, he was the first guy talking. I mean, look, I understand. If you are allowing it, don't take it away in the middle, especially pitchers. It's
he was right
dangerous.
on that. Yeah.
Yes, very dangerous that you got us used to the sticky stuff. And then now in the middle of the season, don't even give me an off season to change the way I do things. That's why a lot of people got hit last year.
Yo, people acted like Cole was the only guy doing it. It's just like, no, there's a lot of guys doing it.
There's a lot of guys.
If you're going to get rid of it at the end of the season, because what he was doing was legal. The league knew about it. But you can't just say, hey, man, by your next start, you can't do it anymore. Tomorrow, it's gone. No, these guys, so many people had to make adjustments. He was more recognizable because of how much money he's making with the Yankees, man. It hurt his game a lot. But even so, even before that, he still wasn't the same Cole when we got him. He was like a Red Sox punching bag. Every time he pitched against them, they beat him up. Even if the Sox are doing nothing this year, they still beat him up this year too.
Oh, they're behind whip, I think, today already. But his
Red Sox are losing right now?
Yeah, I think they're losing. The rotation, the spin rotation on his pitching, and I know it sounds funny, but it slowed down that the batters were able to see it just a little bit better.
Yeah.
It makes a difference. It makes a big difference,
Well, it does make a difference, man. And when you take away, it'd be like telling Scherzer, hey, man, you can't throw your slider the rest of the season. Like you can't do it, man. Like it's that important to these guys. You can't. Pitches are like field goal kickers and all. I know they're more important than that, but I'm saying it's all a head thing, man. So now they got to reinvent their game. Look at guys like Bartolo Colon and CC Sabathia. They were power pitchers. They had to reinvent their game to stay in the league.
Pedro Martinez.
Oh yeah, big time. Right. They had to reinvent their games to stay in the league that long, man.
Cone was another one that had to change his game.
David Cone and Darryl Strawberry get cheered, standing ovation. There are very few that can go in Yankee Stadium and Citi Field. I almost said Shea. Citi Field. Yeah, I almost said Shea, but they're beloved by both teams because they did so much for both teams. Man.
Yep, Dwight Gooden is one of them.
How, as a Met fan, did it feel when having up until Santana no hitters thrown? Gooden, way older, comes to the Yankees and throws a no hitter against the Mariners when they had. I know Cone too, but Gooden was like, Cone had a perfect game, yeah. But Gooden was more the guy. You know what I mean? As a Met fan, Gooden was the guy. I mean, Gooden
he was our generation receiver.
He was Cone was a great pitcher, but he wasn't a generational guy like Gooden. So when he came over, then he no-hit the Mariners, who had Tino, Edgar, A-Rod, Joey Cora. They had a great Ken Griffey. They had what an order. He no-hit them.
What's his name? Buhner?
Jay Buhner, the biggest Yankee killer. The Yankees is like what Justin Turner does at the Mets. He always kills the Mets, right? But Jay Buhner crushed the Yankees every time. He was more dangerous than Ken Griffey. I'm not saying
Jeff Kent used to kill us too.
Man, Jeff Kent made you guys pay for getting rid of him.
Yeah.
Jeff Kent. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeff Kent.
Him, Chipper Jones killed us.
Chipper Jones murdered you guys. I know. You know what I used to say to Met fans when you guys could never beat the Braves, and we were like, the Yankees were like, yeah, we swept them in the World Series. You know, beat them 8-2 in 2 World Series. Like, you guys have a problem with this team? Oh, Met fans in my neighborhood used to flip out. You guys have a problem with this team? What's the problem? Smoltz still. I think
20
Smoltz,
years.
I think John Smoltz still to this day when he announces, I still think he despises the Yankees, man. He couldn't beat them. That great pitching, man. I mean, Maddox, Smoltz, and Glavine, and you only got one.
Yep, just one. Well, that's because the Yankees killed him a couple of times.
They did.
That's when they had.
I mean, Maddox is one of the greatest real pitchers like of all time. That guy was he was a tactician. Is that the word? Whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about.
He was an artist.
An artist, right?
He was like Bob Ross of pitching. Right. You know,
like another legend, Randy Johnson. That would be a thrower, and Maddox was a pitcher. You know, like Andy Pettitte was a pitcher. You know, Al Leiter was a pitcher.
Yeah, yeah.
These guys, like we spoke about the other day, man. It was a must-win situation. I want Andy Pettitte on the mound over Roger Clemens.
Yeah,
I do. Pettitte's going to win that game.
Remember, El Duque won every single playoff game. I think he just lost one.
El Duque was like he was a flash in the pan, right? He was awesome for years, and then
he said put his leg all the way up here. And
what was tricky about him, that batters said, he would have the pitching that was over the top, sidearm, and the submarine. He could do it all. So when you're as a batter, that's got to be confused. That's got to be hard to prepare for, man.
Yeah,
you know, that's got to be hard to prepare for.
When Park, was it Park, the one that that came out? I think he came for LA. Shanho Park.
Shanho Park, yes.
He had that weird delivery. He would come. He'll almost cock all the way back and then throw the ball.
Yeah, he had that weird one. His leg was up and he'd come this far up. Yeah. Wow, I remember that.
Yeah, he used to throw. It's like throwing off your timing, you know.
Here's Pete Alonso, man. Herman's pitched to him. He might as well throw an underhand right over the middle. The minute he threw it, that break where when it's starting to come down, you're like, oh no, here we go. Like I saw it.
I was watching you. I was watching you watching it.
You saw me flipping out. It's like, oh, yeah. I knew it. The minute it was breaking down, I'm like, that's gonna land in the middle of the plate. He's gonna tee off on that.
Yeah, this guy Bud said it. He's country strong.
Pete Alonso is just a freaking. What a gift for the Mets, huh?
Yeah, it's homegrown. That's the most important.
That's what I'm saying. What a gift for the Mets, man. He came from their farm system. He's a gift.
Well, the good thing about him was his rookie year. We had, I can't even pronounce it. Our general manager's name, Boston Wagger, whatever it was.
Van Borgen, whatever the hell it is.
Whatever his last name is, but
Von Borgendine or whatever. Yeah,
I respect him because usually when you have a good talent, you don't start him in the beginning of the season because that makes him his rookie eligibility or his contract extended for an extra year if he doesn't start with the team coming out of spring training. And he said, no, this guy's ready. And he put him on the team. And then he was packing up his stuff. And the guy was like, where are you going? You made the team. He's like, no, get out of here. Because usually, the rookies that are good, they will get sent down for the first couple of weeks. So they'll have an extra year on their contract. And no, he brought him straight up. And look, I'm glad he did. He did something right.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I told everybody about your disdain for giving up a young pitching prospect for this freaking guy up here who eats a lot. It doesn't make sense. His batting average. I really thought about what you said, man. It's true. His batting average isn't really better than Dom's and JD's, and he doesn't even bring. He can't play the field like Dom and JD can play multiple positions. So this guy's hitting 231, just a little bit better than those guys. So what was the point in bringing? Why would you give up a young pitching prospect for that? He might be another name we speak of down the road, like we were just talking about other guys. He gave up.
Yep,
might be the next one.
I agree. Trust me, it always happens to us. Always happens to us, John.
Well, there's another guy we were talking about that would walk into Shea and Citi Field and Yankee Stadium and get booed to no end. Now, good old Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
Oh, okay. Great pitcher for the Rangers. He was trash from both of us. He's the classic guy that it was a great pitcher that could not do it in New York. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Didn't Brown have trouble with New York too?
Kenny Rogers, huh?
Brown, the pitcher Brown.
Oh, Kevin Brown. Yeah, he was
Kevin
great.
Brown. You gave him a big contract, and he didn't. I don't even think he lasted a year.
That guy would give up like, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it would seem like, he'd give up like 3-4 runs the first couple and he'd be like, I think something in my shoulder hurts. I'll see you all in 3 months. You know what I mean? Nothing came up on the X-rays. I don't care. It hurts. Like a Carl Pavano. I don't know. Oh, that injury's cleared. I injured something else.
He'll be like, oh, my shoulder hurt. He's like, hey, you're grabbing your left. Oh, I'm sorry. This one hurts. This one is.
It reminds me of the time, if you remember back when the Giants, they were playing the Rams, and it was down by the goal line. The Rams were just moving the ball down the field. That's years ago. And two Giants had, because you can't do the injury without the timeout. So they had no more timeout. So they were faking it. There's two Giants that just fell on the ground. And then one safety came over and tapped the line back and looked up. Oh, he went down. He got right up. Like right away. Like all of a sudden he wasn't injured. Like he didn't realize the other guy did the same thing. And the refs are all looking around like, what, are you kidding me? Like, what's going on?
No, that's a good thing because now I think they give you a penalty. They switched that. I know
they do give you a penalty now, but that was
yeah.
I thought that was hilarious, man.
So I know the offense, if they do it with underneath 2 minutes, they take 10 seconds off the clock. So they started to realize, oh, these guys are pushing it,
Yeah, because they go out for a one play, and then their big knee injury is recovered, and they're in for the next play.
They became soccer players for those 30 seconds.
Right. They got
Sorry, guys from Australia. I know you guys from Australia like soccer, but they're the biggest actors in the world.
Yeah. Well, they're big in rugby there in Australia.
Well, rugby's no joke. That's a man's that's a man's sport.
And Mikhailov, if you're still in, I know you're at work watching us, man, but if you're watching, man, are you a big rugby guy? Because those guys always make fun of NFL players for wearing pads. And they do.
They're no joke.
They're no joke. The rugby guys are no joke, man.
Last year there was I forgot what happened, but I know something was wrong with my with the cable, something that all my so we ended up going to through Yahoo, and we ended up watching like live like this big tournament. Dude, they got this Samoan dude that was like 350 pounds, but he's solid. He's not fat. He's solid.
Vogelbach?
No. He looked like him, but just taller. But man, this dude was just running like and nobody wanted to jump in front of him.
Wow, you see this stat on Aaron Judge in the history of the Yankees?
No, I'm like a few seconds behind you guys. I'm looking at Mickey Mantle right now.
All right, here we go. Judge against Scherzer again. This is MVP. This is what you want. These are two legendary players right now, man. MVP of the league, monster hitter against one of the greatest pitchers of his era and one of the best of all time. I love these matchups, man. He's going to throw them all sliders. He ain't throwing him no fastball, man.
He might try to sneak one by him.
When Judge first came out, see that pitch? When Judge first came out in the league, he would have swung at that. He swung at a lot of that stuff.
See, slider, starting him off with a slider. He ain't seen nothing fast. If he does, it's going to be up and in and high.
Good call, Lou. You'll see what I mean. Good call.
Oh, I got to the bounce right now.
Lou, I lost you.
Yeah, I know this. Some password reset here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm back.
In the basement. That's what's going on. All right, so he's throwing him too fast. You saw he threw it one up and in right after you said it.
Yep,
You called it. Yep.
You know, it's funny how I started really learning how to pitch playing video games because my friends in the house and
Oh, come on the slider, man. That slider is working, man. That slider is working.
Yeah, well, I'm like 30 seconds, almost a minute behind you guys. Yep, I just saw the strikeout right there.
Last night, people were on here letting me know that when we were delayed, but I must be right on point with everybody, man. You're the one that's behind, I guess. 30.
Well, the thing is, yeah, I'm not watching it.
You what?
I'm watching it through the app. So I'm watching it through Hulu. So it's always a little bit delayed.
Oh, that's why. I was going to say, because ESPN, you should be on point. It's all right. You're good.
It's all right.
In the basement, brother.
I got a couple of ways to fix that. Yeah. Oh, man. Oof.
I'll tell you what, in the beginning of the game, even though they weren't homers, I thought maybe Scherzer may have given up. Like you always say, he gives up bombs, if he's going to his early game. Judge and Rizzo back-to-back hit ones to the warning track. And I was like, okay, maybe we're gonna get some, something early.
Oof. He got hit, where.
Yeah. Yeah. I left that. Yeah. I figured I'd wait for you to see that. I didn't want to spoil that one, man.
That'll knock the air out of you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Woo! Come on, Gleba. I was talking about what a great move the Yankees had from the Gleba project at shortstop was an absolute train wreck, man. It was great to get him back at second base. Oh, don't worry about it. I got excited because
my little sister's gonna make us cups.
Huh?
My little sister was watching us yesterday, and she makes like cups. She's like, "Oh, I gotta make you guys some cups with the basement logo on it." So we have to think about how what kind of logo you want to put on there.
That's true, man. Eventually, we're gonna break off to our own channel, man. I still like the Procrastinators as a name. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, we procrastinators.
Yeah, come on, man. I've been procrastinating with my life for the last 20-something years.
She was like, every time I see you with the white cup, the white cup, the white cup. She's like, you gotta brand it. You gotta put a brand on there.
That's true. Emerging from the depths with the basement mentality, man.
Yeah.
Emerging from the depths.
And Atlanta lost today too, baby.
Huh?
Atlanta lost.
Yeah. Oh, dude, at the beginning of the game, there was a guy walking around with a Braves jersey at Citi Field during this. People were walking past. They showed him on the catwalk. People were like,
"What are you doing here?"
Even a Yankee fan. Everybody was looking at him like, "What are you doing?" Like, there's two guys that are walking around with Acuna jerseys on. Oh,
did he score?
I'm just happy they're hitting the ball solid. It's 1st and 3rd, 2 out. Who's going to blow this? Who's coming up? Good hit. You know who it was? Carpenter, man. The dude's money, man. Carpenter is like, he's been out of this world this year, man. Carpenter's been out of this world. I mean, you got Rizzo on 3rd now. The Yankees now are 0 for 12 between yesterday and today with runners in scoring position, man. Unless Donaldson can change that right now.
I hope not. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll do it during the
first pitch. He's swinging. Come on.
They got out of the inning?
Yeah. Man, you're really behind, dude.
Yeah. Look, right now he just threw the pitch right there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me change it. I got another way to do this.
Come on, man. Yankees are 0 for 13 now. They're 0 for 13 with runners in scoring position between last night and tonight. Now tonight, with Scherzer on the mound, it's a little more understandable. Last night, how are you not getting runners home in scoring position? Why are we relying on the home run? These are things to me that come out in the playoffs. You're relying on the home run. You're relying on the big hit. And this has been the problem with the Yankees for the past few seasons, man. They don't have any small ball guys. They just don't. DJ LeMay, who might be the guy that works the count the most. The problem is the Yankees are getting it's all or nothing. Home run or nothing. That's why they're 0 for 13 now with runners in scoring position. 0 for 13.
And that's what happens when they play Houston.
Well, I was mentioning that earlier. The problem that I have, the team that bothers me the most is the Astros when they get to the playoffs. There's no other team in the American League I'm really worried about. But the Astros is a problem, man. And it goes to show you, yes, they were the biggest cheaters and the whole thing. But you know what? Altuve is still an incredible ball player. Bregman's an incredible ball player, man. Give me a break. And they, even through all the booing, man, and all that, they still were killing it. But I don't want to praise them too much. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? They really step up with the Yankees, man. They do. And I think a lot of it had to do with the Yankees calling them out and doing this, that, and the other. And even though the Yankees letter and that cheating wasn't as bad, it was still bad. And it's just like, you know what, dude? It was,
yeah.
You guys are running us through the mill and, chanting all that. And look at that. You guys were begging the league and the court system not to put that letter out.
It is what it is. Commercial right now?
It just went off.
Wow, this one's even worse. So the Geico commercial just went off. Okay, so I can't use this one.
Well, no, right now, what are you looking at?
Geico is a Geico commercial that just ended. Now it's Google Pixel.
Really? It's already back on the game.
Ooh, hold on. Let me switch it to a different one.
Last night you were only 2 seconds behind me, man.
Yeah, that's because I was using the actual app for the Major League app. So it was a lot, it was more up to date. Or up to time, excuse me. Don't worry.
Mark Kanya is up right now.
Mr. Kanya.
Mr. Kanya. It still sounds better, Kanya, but what do I know? It's not my name. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy, it's like Patrick, like when I was, Patrick Waugh for the famous goalie, man. His last name is ROI. Everybody thinks it was Roy. Neil Peart, the most incredible drummer ever. His name's Neil Peart. Anyway, we got Lutage out there pitching. He's been a pretty solid guy too, man. But like I said, Do you know what's funny, man? We're at the bottom of the 6th inning last night at 9:05 or whatever it is now. We were like barely in the 4th inning.
Well, that's because it was the first inning alone was almost like 30 minutes or something like that.
Yo, it says here at the bottom of the screen, Mike Trout's dealing with a pretty rare back condition. You know anything about that?
Yes, T5 disc or something like that. They're saying that he's gonna have to deal with it for the rest of his career. Oh yeah. Okay.
Highest OPS through age 23 in a season starts with Ted Williams and Willie Mays, then Henry Aaron, then Mike Trout, and then Juan Soto.
Yeah, Soto's. I'm telling you, man, he's 23 years old. Oh, I think I'm close. Have you seen the stats?
They just showed the Mike Trout thing, yeah, and Juan Soto. What are they showing you now? The ground out?
I'm seeing the highest OPA. Oh, the ground out just happened just now. All right, so we're getting better. We got better.
This is last night now. You were like a second or two behind me last night.
Yeah, no, I got a different feed.
Well, you know what? Step up the modern times, Lou, and stop using the antenna on top of the TV, all right?
The little rabbit ears.
Yeah, what, you got a rotary phone in that house too?
Hey, you know how much money they're worth? They're worth $50 if you can find them at a thrift, like at garage sales. For like, people sell them for like $2-3 thinking that they're not worth anything. They're actually worth like $40-50.
Okay. Like, why would you even know that?
It's, I'm always looking for things to make money, John.
That would be like something I didn't think about. The only thing every time I saw a meme out there that showed a phone, how we blocked people in the 80s. It was a rotary phone with the phone off the hook.
With the phone off the hook.
Yeah. Said how we blocked people in the 80s. I'm like, yo, that's hilarious because it's true.
Uh,
Throw it. You think you want to throw it? Man, how long was he going to take holding the ball, man? The Torres was hanging out like McNeil doesn't have wheels, man.
He does.
Now, how far was that play behind you?
No, that's happening right now, actually.
Oh, then you're where you were last night. Good. And he was just out. Torres took forever to throw the ball.
Oof.
He just beat it. He just got him. Crazy, man.
That was close. I mean, he was out, but he was close.
I mean, get rid of the ball a little bit quicker. I mean, do you know who's coming down? I mean, Neil's not slow, man.
Well, no, the thing is, like I was telling you guys yesterday, that these Mets, they busted out the box. Regardless of what it is, they busted out the box.
They do. They do.
And that puts pressure on the infield. You tend to think that, okay, he's running, I got to throw the ball fast. And matter of fact, yesterday, the guy hit Lindor.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Hit him in the back. Why? Because he was busting it out the box.
A lot of, like we said yesterday, a lot of players say do not bust it out the box, man. A lot of them don't.
Yeah. But see, that goes back to the manager. I forgot. Yeah, it is Max's birthday today, too.
Is it? How old is he now?
Yes, it is. Probably like 50. Nah, he's probably in his early 40s, I'm assuming. Late 30s or early 40s.
Scherzer?
Yeah, Scherzer's been around for a long time.
No, I know that, man. Just
I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to be greedy. I hope he didn't pitch this week today.
You what?
So I'm going down. I was being a little greedy. I didn't want him to be pitching today because I wanted to go see him on Saturday. I was praying.
That's right,
you're
gonna be in Miami.
Yeah.
Well, you actually, yeah, you know what? Because actually right now, everyone counts, man. Everyone counts.
Everyone.
I mean, this is a big matchup for the New York bragging rights and all that, man. And as a Yankee fan, I would have rather had Carrasco out there. I know that they would have had more of a chance.
But no, Carrasco's, you keep on sleeping on that, man. That dude he's got, 11 wins already?
Okay, think about what I just said. I would rather face Carrasco than Max Scherzer.
Oh, definitely, 100%. But he's it's kind of pick your poison,
Carrasco to me, no, it's not pick your poison.
Oh,
Carrasco to me is like Montgomery and Tyon, and you don't know what you're getting out of him.
Whoa.
Dude, his ERA is over 4, man.
Yes, but look at his wins.
How does that happen? By being great?
It's all about the wins, the W's.
That may be true, but his ERA is inflated over 4. His lineup saves him. That's what that says.
It's because, remember, he had back-to-back starts that he gave up 4 runs in the first inning. So that was 8, saying that ballooned his ERA. But he's been, he bends, he doesn't break.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying a lot of his, his wins were saved by the great batting order you guys have too. I'm not saying he sucks. I'm just saying he can be shaky. And as a Yankee fan, I would rather face Carrasco than Scherzer. Damn, I'd rather face almost anybody than Scherzer, to be honest with you, man. Bassett has actually been the guy who's been shaky in the first half of the season more than anybody, actually.
Well, he started off good, and then he lost 4 in a row.
Yeah, he did, man. One of them was against the Reds, right? It was a real bad one.
It was a real bad one. He that's when he said he was disgusted in himself. But On the bright side, my boy pitched what 6 innings today or 4 innings today, and
Yeah,
DeGrom pitched like I think like five
4 innings. He
or
pitched
six
four
innings,
innings today.
4 innings, gave up 2 home runs, but you know, not
I
worrying
think
about
the
that.
Grom doesn't really, like, I know he had a little bit of a setback. I think he's throwing like too hard in the minds. Isn't he supposed to just be warming up, man? I think he's just going
That's
out
the
there.
problem. I think that it's funny because I was listening to Mad Dog Russo today, and I think he said it too. He said that his velocity wasn't as high because I think they probably told him like, "Hey, dude, this is slow it
Right.
down.
Like,
Let's get to the game first, to the show."
right. Like, slow it down. Like when Scherzer was pitching against the Rumble, for the Rumble ponies, he gave up a couple runs, but he's not there to be striking the world out, man. He's there
No,
to be working on his arm, rehabbing it. He ain't supposed to be going out there 100 miles. DeGrom's out there like he's in the World Series, like, I'm mowing all these guys down. It's like, dude, tone it.
like, dude, slow it down.
Man, we want you back at the show, right? We don't need you to show these minor leaguers that you can strike everybody out. They know that. They know that already. Oh, he's out. Hey, now Hicks, what? When you see Hicks run down the line, can you tell me he's honestly hustling the whole way? He looked like he was hustling very hard, man.
Let's see. Yeah, he looked like he was just, but see, busting it out the box.
Right, he wasn't. He didn't bust it out the box, man. He took his freaking time. He didn't look like he was freaking running, trying to make it to first.
I know.
He didn't. He just didn't. He just didn't look like he put in that effort. And there's guys
Did
like
Boston just take the lead? Boston just took the lead. Oh my Lord, they're gonna finally win the game.
Go, get in there. Woo! Not a great throw by Kanye, man. They might have got IKF at second. They might have gotten him at second. Yep. That was good hustle by IK. He tested Kanye's arm, man. He's a little off. If he threw it right to the bag, he might have got him, man.
Yeah. But he was busting it out the box.
Yep. IKF, man, is a dude that hustles. It's like he appreciates being on a great team. The opportunity. Hey, we didn't go after Correa. We got you because you're a solid shortstop.
We forgot about Springer. We haven't mentioned Springer. They even lost Springer too.
Yep.
Houston lost a lot of bat.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what Dusty Baker was saying, man. He's like, this team still gets booed, and he goes, I don't understand. Who are you booing? I think they're booing the organization at this point because he's like, there's only like 2 or 3 guys left on this team from that.
Yeah.
And one of them's Verlander. One of them's a pitcher. So it's look at the series, runner in scoring position, 0 for 14. There you go, 0 for 14.
That looked like us last year. That's another difference.
That's the other difference. You're right. That's your world, man. That's the other difference. You said Buck brought in, man. It's true. They have a winning mentality. A lot of games they've won this year, late 9th innings, they would have been out of it by the time the 7th inning they would have gave up.
Well, how many times I called you last year? Bases loaded, no outs, and we can't score. Bases loaded with no outs. Like you can even hit a dribbler that's going to be a double play, and they'll concede a run. Concede a run. Excuse me. They're not going to concede. But
they didn't even get a sacrifice fly. They got nothing.
Nothing.
They get the fly out when there was already 2 outs. It'd be like strike out. Now you get the long fly.
Not exactly. I'm telling you, man.
It's not like that happened once in a while last year. It happened.
No, it was consistent. It was consistent.
Yeah, you're right. When you pointed that out, and I'd watch some Met games, I would see that. There'd be a runner on, leadoff double, and the guy's still on second, just sitting there. Like nobody just strike out. Nobody does anything.
I tell you, man.
Second and third, nobody out, no runs. It's just crazy.
This year, I think we're one of the teams with the best 2-out RBIs, like with 2 outs.
Yo, that's a hell of a stat. You're about to see it on Scherzer. Hell of a stat.
Come on. Let's go.
Come on, DJ. You see the stat?
What it said there? I can't see it.
It says Scherzer has not had a 4-pitch walk this entire season.
Wow.
That's
See,
incredible.
that's what tells you what kind of a pitcher he is.
No 4-pitch walks for the whole year? That's incredible. That would be incredible if DJ could hit a 2-run homer here and tie it up. Yep. He walked him. Here comes Judge again.
Oof. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Here comes Judge again, dude. He's got to come through, man. 94 pitches for Scherzer at this point. Let's go, Aaron. Let's go. Let's go. Peterson's warming up. Get him in. We need runs.
Oh, man. Just get out of this. Please just get out of this.
And it's no knock on Peterson. It's just, Scherzer's not in. It'll boost the morale. Let's go.
Yeah.
Just get the run in. Just get a run in because Scherzer's not going to be in much longer. Just get the run in at this point. I'll take a 3-run bomb. At least get a hit. Let's go. Oh, my gosh. How do you look at that? How do you look at that? That's probably the greatest pitch that you're going to see from Scherzer. You're not going to see in that spot again. It's right down the middle, man. You're right. He was going to sneak one past him. He just did.
Yeah, because now he's going to throw him nothing but change-ups and sliders.
Oh!
I guess that's not a good thing, John.
Oh, yeah, he hit a 3-run bomb. That's why I'm walking around like that. I'm just messing with you.
No, I know, Johnny. See what I told you, a slider. Now he's gonna throw him another slider that's even further away from that one.
Oh, you were right. But he didn't swing. It was further away. He tried to really chase him out.
Yeah, that's the classic Greg Maddux.
You're not gonna. That first slider he threw went right over the middle of the plate. That's the one he should have swung at. He's not going to see one that close to him again.
No, he's not. Unless he makes a mistake, he's not seeing anything close.
Yep, just try to high inside fastball, man. Open inside. Yep.
That's what he's going to keep on doing.
Come on, Judge.
Right there,
let's go.
People don't understand that that right there is to change his levels.
And you know what? Not having Stanton coming up behind him is huge, man. It's a huge loss right now.
Yeah. See, that high in was because he's throwing him junk that's off speed. So you want to throw him something high, something that's going to make him move, something that's going to make him look up.
Ah!
And then he's going to throw another junk pitch. Was it a junk pitch? Okay. Well, I'm seeing it now. Let's see if my theory's right.
Come on, man.
Woo! Told you. I predicted that whole at bat.
You did.
See, what happens is, for the people that are watching that, that are not, big time students of the game, because I'm a student of the game. John is a student of the game. We pick up little things that the average person doesn't see. Not saying that we're better, because that's not what I'm saying at all. But the first pitch, he snuck it by him. And I said at the other at bat, I said, hey, he's going to try to sneak one by him, because that was the only fastball he's thrown the last 2 at bats. And then he threw him junk, then went away a little bit further, trying to, inch away. That high fastball that he threw there, even if it was, I don't think he was even wanted to be a strike, but that changed the level and it changed the speed that Judge was seeing. So now Judge is, okay, look how fast it was. Now he's going to swing a little bit harder to catch it, to catch up. And what he do, throw another junk pitch further away, is changing the levels.
I mean, right. We can sit here and get mad and all that, man, but it's just pure strategy from one of the greatest pitchers ever, man. It's just strategy, man. That high inside fastball, just right. Now I can throw away junk, and you're so off center with 2 strikes, man, and you just don't know what's coming. That was perfectly done. It was magic.
Perfectly executed. Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yep. Perfectly executed, man.
Yep.
That's how you. That's why the pitchers are like that, man. That's why great pitching is supposed to be great hitting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but that's why certain pitchers last so long.
Yep.
Because they're just not like Randy Johnson. Don't get me wrong, one of the best pitchers ever. But when he started declining and he wasn't hitting that 99-mile-an-hour fastball, it was hard for him to reinvent himself because he was not. I'm not gonna say a one-trick pony. So I'm not trying to say that because
He's one of the
man was
greatest
awesome.
lefties ever.
But if he was able to throw something different, maybe I'll get an extra pitch. It would have lasted, prolonged his career. But look at Pedro Martinez. I'm always bring him up. That dude used to throw gas, right? When he was in the Expos, even when he was with the with Boston, he was throwing gas in the beginning. But then after that, he got hurt. He had some operations and stuff like that. He said, I can't throw 98 anymore. I can still throw 92, 93, 94 if he's pushing. But if I can mix in a slider, a curveball, that man had like 5 pitches. It was incredible. And he did it in the steroid era.
That's right. Amen. That's what I meant. We mentioned Bartolo Colon and Sabathia, man. These guys were pure gas throwers, man. They were.
Yeah.
Colon in his prime, he was hard to hit. But then if they didn't reinvent those two guys, Sabathia talks about all the time, man, that he had to finally accept that he could not hit the speeds he used to hit, but he still wanted to play. He had to reinvent his game.
Yeah.
He had to. And he could still slip that 95 in there that you weren't expecting a 96.
Yeah. He snuck it by you.
He did. Cologne too. Cologne was, that was one of the most funnest Mets like ever, especially with the home run.
That was his nickname, Big Sexy. Oh man, that was incredible.
And he pitched for the Yankees, but I always thought that he was more fun on the Mets.
And then when he hit the home run, everybody left the dugout. He came in, he looked around, he's like, where is everybody?
When he hit that home run, that'll be like, that's like a great memory, like forever.
Was it against Baltimore?
I don't even remember who it was against.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was some weird.
That would sound about right. Of all teams, that would be the one to do it. Right?
But man, picking up Max, and people were like, "Oh, he's like 38. I think he's like 38 or something like that." And they were like, "Oh, you gave him so much money, almost 30 to 40 million dollars a season." But that, you see why? Because he had an oblique injury, which is rare. He's never had an oblique injury.
Well, that's because he came to the Mets.
Our training staff sucks.
Bro, that's like when I said with the Jets, CJ Mosley missed 2 games in like 5 years of Ravens. He comes to us, he's out for the whole season. He played in 2 games. He's out for the whole year. Carl Lawson never misses a game with the Bengals. Great pass rush. So when it comes to the Jets, he's out for the whole season training camp. So when the Jets sign people, we're signing you for your second year because your first year you're going to get hurt. Doesn't matter what you did before you came here.
Testaverde with the Achilles.
When we were supposed to win, when we were heavy favorites to win the Super Bowl, they had the team. Elway had just retired. The Jets, Corbett, Keyshawn, Curtis Martin, Keith By, man, they had the team. Kevin Wyatt, center. Don't get me started. Don't let the Jets infiltrate this cast right now.
This broadcast.
Please, don't let them infiltrate, man. I'm trying to stay cautiously optimistic with the Jets right now. Now watch Scherzer. If Peterson comes out and gets bombed, that would be so that's what sucks when you're taken out of the game and the reliever comes in and just because it's only 2-0, Lou.
I know. Oh, I know. I would have left him in.
If Scherzer comes out, to me as a Yankee fan, when Scherzer's in with 2-0, it might as well be 10-0. But now that he's going to be coming out, it's only 2-0.
I don't think they're going to take him out. Are they saying they're taking him out?
They're not saying it, but
how many pitches has he thrown? Was it 90 pitches?
Oh, he's close to 100 now. They may not want to push him now, man. Just rely on. Peterson's a solid pitcher, man. See, here's my point. Last night, they take out everybody's. If they're still watching, could be like, "Oh my gosh, he's going on this Peralta thing again." Ludige is in now. He's pitching well. This is his 3rd inning. Why couldn't Peralta do that last night? It's not Peralta. It's the freaking analytics. I'll shut up because I just can't get off that, man.
Well, what about Boone bringing in freaking the dude that can't even hit a lick? against Diaz. And then his excuse
Gallo.
was, your Gallo. He said his excuse was, well, I wanted them to bring in Diaz. Did you just really say that? Like, he's like, yeah, I was trying to play a strategy because I was trying them to change the pitcher. Yeah, and bring in the best closer in the game right now makes no sense.
I'll see you Diaz and raise you a Gallo. Is that how that went? That's like you just praying that the guy, just bombs one, just hits a home run. Just like that is going to be rare. And like Gallo is the only reason he's on the team is because he's a Gold Glove center outfielder, man. The guy's a great outfielder. You can't hit at all. And you know what? Thankfully, you're hitting in a lineup like the Yankees, to where it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because they don't need his bat; they just need his glove.
They need his glove. They don't need his bat. It's like IKF. When you come up, guy's hitting 276, 280, 30 RBIs, and he's playing a great shortstop, man. And he hustles, like you said.
Yep.
Hey, they didn't get Correa. They got me. They're relying on me. And it looks like he's jumped all over that opportunity, man. He's been solid. He's not expected to hit home runs. There you go, Marte. I'm telling you, they're bringing Peterson in. He's still warming up. Scherzer's done, dude. He's not coming back out. And this is where the hope comes in. Hope. I'm looking that up right now, man. Keep talking about it.
Which one?
Scherzer. All right, take a guess. How old is he?
39.
Woo! 38. You're close.
I was close. Yeah, no, because I remember them talking about, oh, he's 37 years old. You're giving him $30 million a year. Does he look like a 40-year-old pitcher?
Not at all. I'd take him.
I'll take him over someone half his age.
Well, that's what I mean. If the Coupons were still running the team and the Yankees still had George Steinbrenner, Scherzer, and Lindor would have both been on the Yankees.
Oh, yeah, we wouldn't have had it. I mean,
come on, you wouldn't have had that at all.
No.
And we do have Steinbrenner running the team, but it's like John Mara compared to Wellington Mara.
It's like Jerry Buss's son running the team.
Right. Hal Steinbrenner, man, this guy doesn't he is not his father. Not even close. John Mara does not run the Giants like his father did. We're going to get into our previews of the NFL next week, and we are going to touch on how the Giants and the Jets have been the biggest embarrassment to the city. That's why there's fans suing New York, saying, hey, they're not really New York, they're New Jersey. Have you seen this ridiculousness?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. This guy says, we'll get into this next week more, but this guy claims he's suing because the Jets and the Giants have claimed to be New York. He goes, he's a diehard. I forget if he's a diehard Jet or Giant. But he said,
I saw that.
He's diehard. Okay. So you're a diehard fan, right? And you didn't know all this time that the stadium you were driving to was in New Jersey, that the games and everything you've been watching, the Meadowlands, was in New Jersey all these years. You're just saying you didn't know. That is like ridiculous, man. But you're some diehard fan. Like you give me a freaking. Well, I think you said, well, I knew it was in Shea Stadium. The Jets were in New York. Okay, they moved out of there in like 1984. All right, so where you been, diehard? Where you been?
Okay, and this is what people don't seem to understand. When the Jets was looking, they were going to make a stadium off the West Side Highway. I don't know if you remember that whole thing that they
in Manhattan. Yeah, sure.
Do you understand how the traffic jam would have been? It's a traffic jam now. Imagine putting a 60,000, maybe 50 to 60,000, arena in the middle of you can't. There's no real estate to do something like that.
Incredible, dude. It's like, and then they wanted to do it Eastern Long Island. It's like, yo, you have like 3 highways on Long Island. Like, how are you going to do that? The traffic is ridiculous out there already. The Southern State Parkway doesn't even go all the way to the end. So you're going to take Sunrise or LIE out there?
Yep.
27, right. Sunrise Highway.
See, what saved the Yankees is that there was a humongous park right across the street that I used to play football in. So when the Yankees did it, the borough of New York said, hey, if you're going to do it, you have to build a humongous, you have to replace the park for the kids. And they did. The thing with Shea Stadium, their parking lot and the what was it? I think there was like a train yard over there or something like that that they were able to do it. There was enough space, but there's not another space for another stadium in New York.
Yeah, right, man. But the Yankees, I'll get to that in a second. Here comes Jonathan Loaisiga, man, who has a 7 ERA. This guy has gone in the tank. Like, I don't know what the hell happened to this dude, man.
Like Lugo?
In 21 games, his ERA is 7.17.
I'll match that with Lugo.
Yeah, that's right. It's almost a wash. I don't know. This kid was good last year, man. He was solid.
So was Lugo.
Huh?
So was Lugo.
But as they say with pitches, when something falls off, it's gone. It's gone.
Oof.
Now, Steinbrenner, when it came to the new stadium, Shea Stadium was a dump. It had a lot of problems. The city approved to get a new stadium, which was well-deserved. The Yankee Stadium did not have to change. Steinbrenner just hated that the Mets were getting one, and so he paid for it himself.
Yeah,
paid for it himself.
Yep, because they told him we can't spend too much of the taxpayers' money. He said, "Don't worry about it. I'll split the bill."
Yeah, I'll do it. And going to Yankee Stadium, I don't know if you've been to the new one, but
no, I haven't yet.
Dude, it's a shopping mall. I bought a lot of my Rangers gear in there. Rangers.
I heard it looks like a mausoleum.
Dude, it's a shopping mall. When you're walking around, it's a shopping mall, man.
And not because I'm a Mets fan, and I promise you, not because I'm a Mets fan, but my little sister goes to both stadiums all the time. Both my sisters, my older sister too. And they tell me that they have more fun at Shea Stadium because there's a lot more to do. It's more family orientated. Yes, I'm sorry, City Field.
I didn't do it all night. Yeah.
So they're saying that think about it.
I went with my daughter last year to Mets Reds. That's when they honored Alfonso, Ron Darling. Got honored that day. We didn't even know. I was like, wow, this is great. We're here for honor. They retired their numbers. Beginning of the game, that was awesome. And it was weird because Citi Field is beautiful, man. It was right. It was family oriented. We were like in the mezzanine area. It was just one level up. And you could see everything, man.
Oh, that was one thing that one of the designs of Shea Stadium is that no matter where you at in the stadium, you're able to see the field. Like you could be shopping for food, like waiting online, and I'd be like, "Oh, I can't see."
Yeah, you can see the field. Yes.
The way they set it up is that if you are waiting, that you can see the field. That's awesome. Come on, man. That's awesome.
Man, we had a great time. I went in there, even in the shop, man. You can buy jerseys in there. You can still see the game. You're standing online, you can still see the game. It's not where you're punished. You go on those long lines just to pay $28 for a pretzel, and it's crazy, man.
Oh, a funny story when the whole COVID thing started. Remember the fans weren't in the stadiums. My sister is so awesome because the Mets were the first ones to do this. They had you send a picture of yourself. I think you pay like $20-$30, and they put a cutout cardboard of you on the seats. My sister still has mine. Yeah.
It's fun. I remember you telling me weren't they giving away something if the ball hit you?
Yeah, the ball hit you. You got to keep the ball. They send you the ball. Come on, that's
what's
awesome,
funny
man.
was they were showing some things from that year, and they show Andrew McCutchen like this, pointing, and throw it right off the cardboard person, man. He's pointing at the fans like, and he was flipping it. It was so hilarious to watch, man. I'm like that. They were just having fun with it, man. But I remember that. Yeah,
the Candyman. The Candyman's another one that he'll get applause in both stadiums.
That's true. You're right. He will. Absolutely. That's another one. Good call, man.
Popped up because I remember he was out there. Yeah.
I wouldn't even thought about him, man. Good call,
Mr. Grandison.
He did really. I didn't like.
He did good with us. He did good with us.
Yep. I didn't like when the Yankees got rid of him, man. Grandison. He was another one. Hustle on every play, man. Every play, he busted out the box. He played a great outfield. Yeah, I like that. I like Grandison. I had a
Willie Wilson. What's his name? He was out. Our coach, our manager, Willie Randolph. He's another one he'll get claps on both sides, applause.
I almost forget he played for the Mets at one point.
Yeah.
He was a great second baseman for the Yankees. Of course, 2 World Series. Oh no, Scherzer is back out. Oh, no, it's Peterson. It's Peterson. Excuse me. It's Peterson. Here we
they
go.
just joined the
Rizzo's
high five.
up. Here we go. New life, new life, new life. Not that Peterson's bad. It's just new life. It's not Scherzer. That's what I'm talking about.
He did good. He stepped up good too.
Know,
He had some good
it's not
starts.
Scherzer.
No,
It's
no, I
not
know.
Scherzer.
But remember, he was a bullpen guy, and they put him as a starter. He did good.
He did do well, man. Oh, you know what? It's funny because if he goes to another team, man, he could be showcased as he'd be better than take him on the Yankees, man. I just don't let. Oh no, there's our boy. That's who I want in. There's our boy. There's our boy. Peterson's probably just in for the lefty. They got Lugo warming up, my man. And he just walked Rizzo. Woo!
Yeah,
Bring
but
in
he still has to face 3 batters.
I know. I'm just saying, bringing Lou. I know that's old school.
No. Is it if he brings him in the middle of the inning that he has to face 3 batters, or if he starts the inning?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I forget. I know it's something like that. Come on.
No, I think if he comes in, like right now, they think they can take him out. If he comes in, oh, that's gone. That's gone. That's gone. Tie game. Woo! Yes. Yes. Yes.
You see?
Yes. I told you when Scherzer came out, it was over. I told you. Beautiful. Gleyber Torres, baby. Yes. Yes. Told you they take Max out. It is back on. Back on, brother.
That's what I would have left him in there.
Boom, right over the middle of the plate, baby. That's what we needed. The minute I saw Marte starting to slow down, huh?
You throw 4 balls in a row, and then the next pitch you're gonna throw it down the middle.
The minute I saw Marte slowing down by the warning track, I'm like, that's out of here, man. That is outie. Yes. Sorry, Max. Bullpen blew it for you. They'd been better off bringing Scherzer out for insurance inning. Maybe get an out and then bring Diaz in for a 4-out save or something. Just an idea.
Well, no.
That's what I mean. Did Scherzer not have 3, it's 2 more batters in him?
I got to see how many pitches. If he was over 9.
I'm not trust me when I tell you, I am not over managing Buck Showalter. I'm just saying it's the.
No. I agree. We just have to see how many pitches he had.
I think it was over 100 though, and I wouldn't play around with Scherzer either.
No, I don't. One game is not going to make or break a season, so no.
It's not. And on top of that, not for nothing, but your freaking bullpen should come in and shut this down, man. Like you have to go to your bullpen in the 8th inning. It's the 8th inning. Just get the Diaz, man. But that again, why can't Diaz do both innings? And Lugo's coming in, so don't worry about extra innings anymore.
Dude, that's what happened. I'm telling you. He threw 4 balls in a row, and then he's like, oh, I got to throw a strike here. And he threw it right down the middle. Threw him a lollipop.
Right, Lou, that was right down the middle. It was a dead ball down the middle. If you saw the home run from Alonso, it was as bad as that Herman pitch, man. It just sat right in the middle. It was a curveball, but still, it landed right there. Bro.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's all right. Now we have a ball game.
Yeah, I told you it was a 10-0 lead, which is what it feels like when Scherzer's out there, because getting a run is going to be freaking hard. But once he comes out, it's all. I told you, it's only 2-0.
It's a new ball. It's a new ball game. It's a new ball game. Yep.
And to me, it was a small window. If they didn't score here, now you're back to the big 10-0 lead again with Diaz coming out. So you had this small window to get this thing back to a game, and they took advantage of it and they got it.
That's all right.
Well, your man supporter on here, Dean. You can talk to your Met fan, Dean, because he said he's feeling a a walk-off from Lindor Alonso coming up.
I can see that happening. We'll get it off Chapman. We'll get it off Chapman. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how many pitches Scherzer had, but do you bring him back out? You know, but then again, then you risk of him getting hurt. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Four balls in a row, and the first thing he does is comes back with a fastball right down the pike. That's why he was waiting for it. He knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. Oh, I tell you. That's the trials and tribulations of being a Mets fan, I tell you. That's the trials and tribulations. I tell you. But hopefully we can squeeze one out, you know. Well, we got the 8th inning, so we got 2 more bats. This guy just has to keep it here without giving another run. Give us an opportunity to come into the next inning, you know, score a run, chip away.
Yankees got 28 comebacks wins this season, tied for the most with the Dodgers. Sorry, did I just cut off your
No, it's good. I was looking at this guy's ugly face.
Come on, Lugo. Do what I know you can do best, brother.
I tell you, that's exactly what happened. He threw 4 balls in a row, and he says, "Oh, I need a strike," and he threw it right down the middle. The dude was waiting for it. He knew it was coming.
It was a dead ball right down the middle, man. Dead. And then you take him out to bring in Lugo.
Our bullpen is hurt, brother.
I know. Hey, listen. So is ours. Chad Green and Michael King are out for the rest of the year, man. That's big time. Ooh. Chad Green is he was our workhorse. A real workhorse. So
the funny thing is that Lugo would have been the pitcher that last year that we would have bought in the beginning of the 8th inning.
Donaldson! Oh my gosh, man! Nah, he struck out. I'm just kidding. I know you're on a delay.
I'm gonna go.
Because you know what? That would have been so believable with Lugo on the mound.
I knew it was believable. Yeah.
I couldn't wait. I said, "Man, Lou's on a delay. I'm going to just do it." Your face was like you didn't even
look.
You didn't even question it.
Oh, that was a strike. Yeah, that kind of that was a strike.
Yep. Oh, that was
it's
funny.
Just the way.
I knew that wouldn't work with Scherzer. I had to wait till you moved it.
That fooled him.
Oh yeah, that fooled him. Probably fooled Lugo too. Like, man, I struck somebody out.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, his curveball has been anemic, just horrible.
It used to be nasty.
Yeah, it's just not dropping. Whatever it is not. Because that one, look, he even hung that one too. He struck him out, but he hung that one. Oh, look. Oh. That was nasty. There goes that spin rate we were talking about earlier.
Yep. Well, now he's 2-1. So now the Yankees, I mean, they go into a tie. They're going to bring Diaz out for the 9th.
Nah.
I was going to say they're not going to waste that, right? To hold the fort.
I don't think they will do that. Because if you bring them in there, then who's gonna close out the game? I have no confidence in any of our players.
Right.
I tell you, man.
Well, we got Clay Holmes warming up.
Is he a righty or a lefty?
Yo. What? I know. Hold on a second. I just missed.
Oh, he's a righty.
I didn't even hear your question.
Oh, no, he's a righty. I was asking, was he a righty or a lefty?
Oh, Holmes, yeah, he's a righty.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm dealing with these stupid bots again.
I know. I noticed that earlier today. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Our tech guy, our man, he said there's nothing you can do about it. And I looked it up too, man. It happens to a lot of people, man, a lot. So,
but why do they do that though? That makes no sense. That makes you want to.
It doesn't matter. I shut it down. So if you see it, it's for like 1 second. I shut it down, and then I report all of it. But there's nothing you can do about it. If he says there's nothing that can be done, you already know.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Right. I just continuously do. That's why I didn't hear your question. I was on bot patrol. Yeah. So whatever, man. But yeah, this guy Dean, man, he's a big Met fan. Well, we'll see. Lindor or Alonso walk-off, man. I mean, that's believable, even more so from Alonso. But Lindor, again, he's on pace to hit like 29 home runs this year.
Yeah, over 100 RBIs, 100 runs, 100 RBIs.
He's really great. Now there's a guy there that looked like he may not have been able to handle the pressure last year. And now he's really coming into his own. I think next year he's going to be even more off the wall.
I tell you, it's the manager.
Yes.
Luis Rojas, how do we know that he, not to comfort him, but be like, hey, matter of fact, he was a rookie himself as a manager. You know what I'm saying? He was green behind the ears. That's what they say.
Yeah, he was. Callaway was an absolute disaster, man. That was Mickey Callaway was awful, man.
Well, that was the coupons that wanted him,
Yeah, the coupons, dude. Get your coupons, man. That's it. Give us. You know who else would? So now all these players are upon my mind. You know who would not be celebrated, or nobody really care either way about this guy who started for the Yankees and Mets, Rafael Santana. The great trivia question phone call I got from your buddy that said I was Googling everything. It got shut down right away when he. Remember that? That was great. You're in the background saying, just hang up. Yep, you already proved your point. Yep.
You already proved your point.
He said, this guy wants to ask you a question on the spot. It's like, all right. Because you're like, yeah, he thinks you're Googling stuff. He was like, all right. He's like, who was the starting shortstop for the Mets that immediately became the starting shortstop? And he was something like that. It's like Rafael Santana, right? You were like, hang up, just hang up.
Just hang up. Come on, Pistol Pete.
So it's another big matchup, man. Now, like I said, when I told these whatever Met fan asked me earlier, who would I take, Diaz or Holmes? I said Diaz, because Holmes right now he's definitely working. He definitely took up the slack for Chapman, but he's not a proven commodity yet. I would take Diaz, and I think a lot of Yankee fans would take Diaz, man.
Yeah, if you don't take Diaz, it's just you just don't like him, or don't you just want to pick your team, your homer.
Right.
Like they always say, you don't ever bet with your heart. You bet with you bet with your mind.
Sure.
Because I lost a lot of money.
That's a lot of people in businesses or maybe teams. Sometimes I think these teams hold on to guys because of some of these management like the person personally. Like how do you hold on to Clint Frazier or Greg Bird as long as the Yankees did, or Jabba Chamberlain? He was always he's about to break out. He's about to break out. Jabba would have like a great game here or there, get bombed in the next 4, but then we're like just about to get rid of him. Oh, look at him. He had a great game.
Oh, look. Yep. He had a great game.
So now we're going to hold on to him forever. Jabba Chamberlain. Yep. You know what I remember about him the most? This is my great memory of Jabba Chamberlain. I just remember him out there with all those mosquitoes attacking him in the middle of the summer.
Oh, my, that was disgusting.
That was awful. Imagine standing out there. And it's like, and you said you hated the snow in the winter?
Oh, I hate the snow.
Hey, Lou and Dean, so much for your walk-off.
Well, it's still the 8th inning.
Yeah, he said that's why Robinson is a huge need for the Mets.
We need some.
Dean said that's why Robinson is a huge need for the Mets. He's right. He's right. Yep, good call, Dean.
Yeah, we have a lot of holes, man. Come on, big boy.
We're talking about that. I think the Mets. I think they kind of have to though. But I think if they hold on to Lugo next year, now you're really holding on. Like, you got to get rid of some of these guys that just aren't doing it. Like the
Well,
Yankees, Loizaga's horrible, man. Or you could say he had an off year. I don't know. What do I know?
Well, Lugo, that's what I was going to say. Because remember, the last 3 years,
Yeah,
I've seen, if he's listening to, he was dominant. He was our go-to man. He was the bridge. He was the most reliable reliever we had. But this year, I mean, I know he was hurt. I think he got operated. I think he had shoulder surgery. He had surgery.
I'll rephrase.
But he has not been the same.
I'll rephrase. If he goes through the first half to the All-Star break next season and being pitching this poorly, then you get rid of him.
Then you get rid of him, yes.
No, I'll rephrase. I mean, how smart could I be? I'm a 4-decade Jets fan. Give me a break. I can't solve all those sports problems out here, man.
Well, you know what they say. Would you substitute it with a J?
That's what they used to say. Replace the M and put the J there, and you get the same results. Yeah. What do you mean? Like for the Mets, it's like, what do you mean there's a 9th inning? And for the Jets, like, really? There's a 4th quarter? Because they both of them always blew leads, man. This 4th quarter crap. Bring in Heath Bell. It doesn't matter. He blew the last 4 games in a row, man. Bring him in. His due is coming. He's due.
Yeah.
So, Lou, you won't be on for SummerSlam Saturday or late?
It all depends on what time the game finishes.
That's right. You're going to be at the Marlin.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the game, actually. Yeah.
It starts at 7?
Oh, I have no idea.
As long as you pop in for the Brock Lesnar-Roman Reigns match, because that's the match. It's the last of the night. You pop in for that. It's all good.
I know my friend Doughboy just bought the Ric Flair belt, the one from WCW, the real that belt. Yeah. He was just at Monday Night Raw or whatever it is.
In Tampa, yeah, Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, they were there.
Not Monday Night Raw. The Raw was in the Garden. I think they were in Tampa for SmackDown.
SmackDown, yeah. Him, his wife, and they love that.
No, Mikhailov, there's not a max amount of innings, but what baseball has done is they do this ridiculous. They stick a runner on second base come the 10th inning to try to get the game over faster. In the recent past, baseball used to go until the game ended. It could go 22 innings. It could go whatever until the game was over. So they would start putting in guys like they run these bullpens. They'd start putting in guys like, hey, did you pitch well in high school? They put an outfielder on the mound because they don't want to waste the bullpens or they don't have anybody left. His question, Lou, was, is there a max amount of innings? No,
I've seen a 20 game inning one time, a game.
Yeah, sure. But now with the automatic runner on second, Mikhailov, I know you're at work, so you're probably not watching, but come the 10th inning, there's an automatic man on second base. He didn't earn his way there. The league wants him there. So they put him there to try to get the game over earlier than dragging it out for the 17, 18 innings or whatever it is. So, no, there's not a max amount of innings, but it just doesn't go that long anymore with the automatic runner.
Cleveland tied it up, huh?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Oh, I tell you. All right, let's go. Come on, guys. Oh, this is a good bat and a speedy runner to do a hit and run right now.
Yeah, Canna, yeah, Kanya. No, it's just Canna, man, until further notice.
Yeah, because he can.
I feel like it's too much effort to say Kanya all the time.
Yeah. Oh, what was that?
I let that one roll.
Oof.
Come on, Holmes. Let's go, man. You know, if you're Chapman, I mean, it is that now there's a guy when we're talking about, you know, like giving guy benefit of the doubt. Chapman has gotten the benefit of the doubt. Now they don't know where to put him.
Yeah, because it's you know, and then like he said, he fell off fast.
Now, well, I think now what they're trying to do, you know, thinking ahead to the playoffs, I think what they're trying to do with Chapman, man, is like, where can he be reliable? And I noticed they're putting him in the 6th inning a lot. They're trying him in the middle innings, man. But If he was a 1-inning closer to begin with, what are you going to do? Just 1 inning in 6th, 1 inning in 7th? I don't know. What do you do? They're trying to figure it out.
He's trying to figure it out. That's crazy. All right, come on.
Like I said, man, that was a great under the radar freaking pickup for the Mets. Just under the radar, man. A lot of people like,
who this guy?
Yeah, Kanye.
Yep.
Under the radar.
That was Steve Matz, baby. Steve Matz.
That's right, Steve. You did explain that to me the other day, Steve Matz. Yeah.
Steve Matz. We got Canna, Marte, and Bassett all in one day.
Yeah, I mean, what's their name? Unloaded. Oh, good double play. Wait, I don't know if they got him. I don't know if they got Jankowski, the Syndergaard wannabe.
Syndergaard.
I think he ducked under the tag. I don't think they got him.
Yeah, he said he didn't get him. But you see the hit and run. I was right.
Well, Jankowski's got wheels, but you know what's funny, man? He can't. He has no bat, so they just got to put him on in these situations, man. Yeah, he didn't tag him.
No, he didn't. But then I tell you, the hit and run, that was the perfect time for the hit and run.
You did.
And look,
called it.
Glad they did it, because if not, there would have been a double play.
You called Scherzer's. I mean, the entire pitch count to judge. You called the whole thing, even the high inside fastball. Yep. And then he threw mad junk after that, pure ball, and just he got a great hitter like that thrown off his wheels, man. That's why he's Scherzer's, the legend.
Yeah, he had him off balance. Besides that one hit, I mean, the first pitch that he almost put over the fence, the rest of the game he had him off balance.
Oh, he did, man. And you know what? People can say what they want, or they'll judge. He didn't cut. Judge comes through in many clutch situations, man. But you're talking a different story. Come on. There's people that text or whatever. Yo, man, what happened to your boy Judge? You can't come through and pressure him. Like, you watching this season or not? Like, well, who was on the mound, man? It's dumb. That's like a dumb comment.
Yeah.
It's like guys that send me things of like, Henrik Lundqvist didn't win a ring. Like, look at him, he's getting smoked. He's supposed to be a great goalie. They're sending me a video of Alexander Ovechkin smoking Lundqvist. Like, dude, you're talking about one of the greatest shooters of all time. Like, he didn't get smoked by some scrub. Like, I mean, come on, man. You're reaching.
It's because they got nothing else to say. They got nothing.
Nothing. Right.
And this guy's probably the best guy right now to be up. This guy, he puts the ball in play, and he hits a lot of stinkers too. So this is a good matchup for us.
Oh, they showed it earlier. I don't know if you had come on yet or had seen it, but they showed earlier. Last year he was hitting 231 with runners in scoring position. This year it's over 300. He only had 20-something RBIs in RISP last year. This year is 33. Like, he's not swinging for the fences anymore, like you said.
Yeah.
So he's doing it, and he's working the counts too. He doesn't just swing at anything, man.
Well, look at Nemo yesterday. He had a 9-pitch first at bat. 9. I've been telling you that guy he puts the pressure on it. Next thing
he does.
You know,
no, Nimmo definitely does, man. He definitely does. He's been working as a very good leadoff hitter, man.
Yeah.
I think Clay just threw a nice 2-seamer in there, man. I think he snuck that in there. Yep.
Yeah, I just saw that.
It broke in at the last second. Oh, he almost did it again. All right, 3-1. Come on, Holmes. Let's go. 20 pitches. It's funny. I was telling everybody earlier, man, when I was growing up, there was no pitch count, man. There was no. You went out there and you did your thing, and that's it. There was no pitch. I think it even gets in the pitcher's head, that pitch count. I think some of them does get.
There wasn't even. I don't even think they had a relief. They have relievers. The pitches went 9 innings. There's one that had a no-hitter going into like the 10th inning or something like that. And they still lost.
Goose Gossage, man. That's what you're talking about. Plenty of times.
Yeah.
That's right, Mikhailov. They try to wrap the game up fast after the 9th inning. That's exactly right. It's exactly what they do. So, yes, no max innings. I love it, man. This guy is a student of the game. Great subscriber, great supporter of this channel, man. He's really wanting to learn the baseball, man. He really is. And he has some great questions, man.
That was a good scoop, too, by the second baseman.
By Glaber, yeah. Again, the tragedy of him at shortstop is over, man. What a blow up and the Yankees are so thick-headed that they just kept him there the whole season anyway. It's like, dude, the guy cannot play shortstop. There's an unbelievable amount of errors that he accumulated last year, and you still keep him there. This is the New York Yankees, man. Like, these are all things, like I said, that would not happen under George Steinbrenner's reign. They'd been like, get this guy out of there. He's not playing. Yeah. Why is he not back at second? Put LeMahieu over there. Anybody would have been better.
I laughed when he called the guy, you fat toad.
Hideki Arabu. They took Hideki Arabu, if I remember correctly. They took Hideki Arabu instead of Kurt Schilling, if I remember that correctly. Yep. Yeah. And he was told, they were sold the goods that this was, Japan's Nolan Ryan. He got bombed a lot. I don't think he studied batters, man, because I remember like the Mariners with Griffey and that whole team we talked about before. They bombed the hell out of him, man. Unfortunately, that guy killed himself, man. Yeah. I lost you completely.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it went low.
Can you hear me normally?
Still low too. I'll fix it here.
Yeah, your volume went down a little bit, man.
I got it. I'll take care of it.
There you go. You're back. You're back full bloom. Back. Yeah, the Hideki Arabu, yeah, man, he killed himself, man. That was sad. What are you doing? IKF is up right now. And come on, Lugo's still out there, man. Lugo is still out there. This is good.
Oh, my Lord, baby Jesus.
Well, you got IKF, then you got Higgy, then you got DJ. So they're trying to probably get him through the 8th and 9th hitters.
So if people going to keep him in this long, why use it and bring him in the beginning of the innings?
Because the lefty specialist has to pitch against lefties, man. This is what do. Don't get me started on this again. You bring in come on, man. You bring it. Oh, he beat him out. He beat him. Come on, man. I think he beat him. I'm being biased again, but I think he beat him.
I'm watching the play now as we go. Woo. He got him.
Oh, he did. Barely. Yep.
Barely.
See? What do we say about IKF, man? He hustles, man. Out the box.
Well, see, that's good. That is awesome because somebody else would have been half-assed.
Yep. Oh, yeah, someone else would have seen the ground out, especially a lot of our superstars, and they would have just half-jobbed.
Ooh, that was a good play. What happened?
Busted like that. He busted out the box, man. That's how you do it. That's showing that he appreciates where he's at and the opportunity he was given playing with this team, coming from the Texas Rangers, man,
Surprised Lugo didn't break his leg there.
Lugo's probably like, holy crap, someone's hustling? I'll tell you what, if that bag was a foot further, that bag was a foot closer, he would have been safe. He would have beat him there. A foot further, you know what I'm saying.
Well, they always say baseball is a game of inches.
Yep. But I don't think Lugo expected him to be hauling like that, man. Stanton, he would have turned around and went back to the, he wouldn't have legged that out.
That would have been like Robinson Cano.
Oh, yeah. Cano.
That guy used to just jog to first base no matter what.
It's so irritating, man. You pay guys this much money, man, and you're not gonna be Charlie Hustle, man. You're not gonna try. This guy here, IKF, I gotta say, when they first got him, I was like, all right, who is this guy? He's supposed to be solid, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, now I watch him play. Yeah, I'm like, this is a guy that appreciates where he's at, the opportunity to play in the city that he plays harder than some real stars that come over here to yours or my team.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain people that appreciate things in life, man. And this guy is like using every opportunity, man. Not only is he doing that here, if the Yankees, if they didn't keep him down the road, he's selling himself to another team already.
Oh, of course.
Yep. And he's definitely picked up the role because Glaber's doing great back at second base. I'm not going to trash him all the time, but it's just I trash the organization and Aaron Boone is a manager. I don't know if the upper management said no, these guys have to play there, and Gary Sanchez has to be behind the plate and all this because they didn't win with that team because of things like that.
Oh my God! Remember he went like 60 at bats, some ridiculous number without a hit. Like it's like 30 or 40. Yeah.
See, that's where the difference between a Girardi and a Boone comes in with today's game. Girardi wouldn't have kidded. Like, hey, dude, I ain't kidding. This guy ain't gonna keep playing.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's like, and it wasn't like he was a great defensive catcher neither, you know?
Right. Oh, he would, and that's being kind.
Yeah,
horrible. He was fine if you just throw it down the middle. You don't make me move. Dude, my screen froze. I don't know if ESPN's having a problem or what.
Oh, he's got a hit?
No, my screen froze.
After the hit or before the hit?
Well, now I know he got a hit because I didn't even see it. I just saw a close-up of DJ.
Oh, man. Oh.
Now I see Judge. Oh, Judge is up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He's going to make up for all the Scherzer ones. Here we go. Oh, I was hoping he's going to hit a two-run bomb on the first pitch, like because of all the strikeouts he had tonight. He's got to make up for it now.
No, he's going to throw him junk.
Of course.
He ain't throwing him nothing fast.
If Lugo started off with a slider. If he doesn't follow Max's game plan and goes one right down the middle. Oh, look at that. 0-2 again. Come on, Judge. You can't. Look, Scherzer's one thing, man. You got it. We need this, man. We need this. Come on. No, my game keeps getting chopped up, man. Are you getting that over there?
No, I'm good. I'm seeing everything right now. He's about to pitch.
I'm getting like this interruption on and off.
Okay, let's see. Oh, he threw him up.
No, it's back on. I got it. Nah.
He threw him junk. Because that one bounced to the further one I'm looking at just bounced to the plate.
You're that far behind?
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's worse than last night.
It's like I said, I'm down here. I've noticed every time I'm using an app, so they're always late.
Yeah, I'm just going off the TV, man. I've known in the past from watching the app long before we did this, man, that I was watching football games or whatever on the app, man, when I was on the truck. And I was talking, other people tell me, "Oh, did you see that play?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Well,
No.
Zach Wilson's about to throw the ball, so you already know what's going to happen." I'm like, "Yeah, not a touchdown. Probably touchdown the other way." I pick six.
That guy Alex Smith, that dude almost died, man. That was crazy.
Yo, they said the work that man did to get back in the game and even play, all the surgeries and everything to even play.
What's crazier than that? Remember the guy from the analysis, the guy, what's his name? The other guy from that broke his leg too, Jaworski.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The other guy from Washington that broke his leg too.
Oh, Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann. If you look, it was the same quarter, the same score. It was
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that.
It was everything lined up. It was deja vu all over again.
Except it wasn't Lawrence Taylor and the Giants.
Yeah. No, but it was the Giants.
I'm saying except it wasn't Lawrence Taylor and the Giants, meaning that Giant team.
Oh yeah, but it was the Giants too.
No, I know.
That's crazy. Oh,
It's
that's
nuts,
crazy.
man.
Come on, guys.
Yo,
let's walk
did
it
you
off.
see like some
I need to
previews of
walk
the
it
captain
off.
tonight with Derek Jeter?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
He
it.
said in the I didn't see the part 3 yet, but he said in one of those previews of it is like the Red Sox were great. Yeah, they were a challenge, but we always knew that they were going to blow it at some point or another during the game. And I was like, wow. I'm like, but you were part of that 3-0, blew a 3-0 lead. But I know what he means. Like he said through his career, the rivalry, he goes, yeah, he just knew at some point or another they would blow the game, or they would do something that.
It was the Angels in the outfield.
Yep. Here's Wandy Peralta, the guy that has a 2.21 ERA, but they don't like him out there for more than 1 inning. Bizarre. Oh, he's 31 today.
Yeah.
This guy was like a throw-in from the Giants, man, when they got him. Like he was horrible or not that great with the Giants. He came here. He's been money, man. But they only they better not do what they did last night. He'll be the guy to have a 3-up, 3-down inning, and then next inning they'll have some other clown in there that gives up bombs. Well, here we go, Escobar. Come on.
He got 3 strikeouts today. So does Marty.
Boy, you're way behind. That's why I didn't say anything.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
See, that's a
Let's
Met
go.
fan for you
Woo!
there. He's not too excited because he just thinks that they're gonna blow it. But that was look at him. He's like, yeah, we'll take that double. Like that was so enthusiastic. That's a real Met fan right there. He wasn't even excited about the double, waiting for the disaster.
Until we score, there's nothing to celebrate.
Even Diaz last night, you got so nervous when he had that horrible, botched throw to second base, and it's like, oh, here we go.
Dude,
what kind of bunt was that?
Man,
I do know. I'm a Jet fan. I know. Trust me. I know the feelings. Dean says a Lindor dinger is coming.
Come on.
Lou, Dean here, the Met fan, said a Lindor dinger is coming.
I can see it, man. I can feel it. Hopefully it doesn't hopefully it doesn't get to him.
Come on. Oh my gosh, man.
How can these guys, it's like a free throw. How you don't know how to bunt?
Dude, nobody knows how to bunt anymore. And Mikhailov, man, no, the only way the batting lineup changes in extra innings is if they have a pinch hitter for somebody. If they feel that another batter that's sitting on the bench that hasn't played today is going to be a better hitter than the guy at the plate, he might be a better matchup against the pitcher, then they'll bring in a pinch hitter. But the batting orders pretty much stay the same.
This is the guy right here. This is my man right here. This is the guy we need up here. This guy makes contact. I won't be surprised if they walk him. They're going to pitch to him?
Oh, is he up? Get him. Nope, he's safe. Damn it. Actually, he's not even the run I'm worried about. Him being on first doesn't matter. Escobar is the guy I worry about right now.
He says, you see, that's a good third baseman. He's telling, hey, move back.
Oh, Cora? Yeah.
Yep, he was telling Escobar, come to the foul, stay in the foul territory. Because remember, guys, if he gets hit by the ball in fair territory, the run is out. Come on, baby. It's time to redeem yourself.
You need to double play, man, because you need double play, man.
If he scores, it's over, right? It's the 8th inning or the 9th inning?
It's the 9th inning, bottom of the 9th.
Oh, yeah. So you don't need a double play.
Tell you that?
No. I have a, it's funny because I got a 65 or 70-inch TV and I can't see it from here.
Oh.
My eyes are that bad.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's the
No,
first inning, Lou. The game just started.
I bought it for Peggy for Mother's Day.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, I get to use it too.
You bought it for you, and she gets to use it occasionally. Yeah, that's funny, man. All right, well, like I said, Nimmo making the first base doesn't really matter. It's not making sure Escobar doesn't make it home. Now Marte's up. Here we go.
Yeah, but he's been off today. Oh, come on.
Dude, I've seen Peralta be brought in, bases loaded, nobody out, work out of the inning. He's worked out of these situations. He's actually a really good pitcher to have in there in this situation. But, I mean, you're talking about Marte, Alonso. I mean, you're talking 1 out, first and third. What would the old Mets do, Lou?
They would have done nothing. They would have struck out and then a pop-up.
Right, and Marte wouldn't even be on the team for starters.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be up right now because he wouldn't be on the team with the coupons.
Yeah.
So I'm going for that old Mets work ethic there.
Nah, this is the new and improved Mets, baby. Let's go. This is Uncle Steve's Mets.
Trust me, I'm hoping for a Subway. You know me, man. I grew up in Met household.
Yeah.
I do like the Mets.
The last time we were there.
86.
No, this is from 15.
14? Yeah,
15.
That's the last time you were there. I now heard you said last time you were there. I'll tell you about the last time you won.
Yeah, no.
That's it. Game over.
We got shellacked by the Royals. I'm a little late, but thank you. Appreciate you. Now I see it. Yeah.
Hey, Mikhailov, you don't have to worry about extra innings, but at least you know what to do if we ever got to it. But the Yankees didn't want to do that today. That's what you Met fans get, a show from Lou dancing. That's fun.
See, you know what it is? If you're a real Mets fan, you know what a game like this means to us. You know, we were up, it went down, and then usually the old Mets would have gave up a home run, and game would have been over after we were leading by so much. But it's not the same Mets.
That's true. It's not the same Mets, man.
Woo!
Not the same. Too bad it's not the World Series, man. So you guys didn't do it in there.
I know. Hey, look. I know you're taking.
I gotta find something. I gotta find something.
I know you're taking out some frustration right now. I understand.
The typical Yankee fan, I gotta go back to rings and whatever. It's our back pocket, man.
And to top it off, Atlanta lost today too.
I know. So yeah, I know. I want to see the guys in the. Oh, by the way, we'll end it. There was a guy besides the idiots wearing the Braves jerseys at this particular game. There was a guy in the stands that was wearing that awful Mets one that Keith Hernandez hates with the New York and script across the front.
Oh, disgusting!
But you know what he was wearing? He caught a foul ball. You know what he was wearing? A Yankee hat on top of that.
What's wrong with this guy?
You have the worst, and you're a Met fan, so I'm not even ripping. But you have the worst Met jersey ever made, wearing that, and then you have a Yankee hat on. It was a Jesse Orosco. I mean, the player was great for the Mets, but dude, you had the scripted New York one. That was a horrible one.
Was that yesterday or today?
That was today. You weren't on it.
Yeah, no. The guy even said, "Is that a Orosco jersey?"
No, David Cohn thought it was an Orosco.
Okay.
David Cohn thought it was an Orosco, but it was the old New York script, the one that Hernandez on the day to retire his number that he said he hated wearing that thing.
He said it was the worst jersey ever.
I didn't think it was that bad, but it was pretty bad.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Yo, brother, I'm going to end this. Subscribe, hit the like button, comment,
yes,
bell notice. Please do all 4. We will be back. I'll be back doing SummerSlam Saturday. I hope Lou at least is on for Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate everybody. Mikhailov, Dean, thank you for subscribing and being so involved in the chat today.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Seriously, thank you.
Thank you all. Seriously, man. We're going to continue doing this. Next week, we're doing all NFL previews. We'll be doing more live games. We'll do some Yankee and Met games. We'll still do live games. And when especially Braves, Mets, or Yankees, right? Whatever. We're going to be going on. We're going to be doing live football games. We're doing everything this year, man. We're going to keep this podcast. We're going to keep moving. So again, I'm going to cut this off so y'all don't have to be disgusted by this dance that Lou's got going on.
No. You don't see me. I'm beating up Judge.
Oh. Scherzer did just fine by himself.
Hey, Lugo came in. Wow.
Yeah, Mikhailov saying Lou is loving it. Yeah, he's loving it. He's loving it right now. Let him have his show. I'm surprised you guys are still tuned in.
We got to wait before you end. We've been ripping Lugo, but he came through today. He came through.
He did come through today. Why he had to do it today, I don't know, but he did come through.
I'll take it. All right, guys. I'll see you.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for stopping through. Remember, subscribe, bell notice, thumbs up. Yeah, the like button and comments. We're out. Thank you all, man. Appreciate it.